bracket command, updated, stream matches, marked, room, setup, pants, shit? Yeah, probably. Sounds about right. do, 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 do. Let's do that. Let's grab this guy over here. Overlay is set up too, I think. Hey, that's me. Hello, me. Just basically gotta go Gamba, and then we're good. Yeah. Should be good to go. Alrighty. What's going on, fellas? Bracket time? Indeed. Not late? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I put my can of diet soda down with great aplomb. Hello, how's it going? Early? Yeah, 1 minute early. If you're gonna call me late for, starting 1 minute late, you gotta call me early too. Wall Brawl is happening. Grilled cheese is almost ready. Life is good. I'm with you, man. I got some diet soda. I got some fried chicken. It's very bad for me. I just worked out. I'm having a great time. It's a good day. I'm gonna go see some friends tomorrow. It's just all good. Putting on my robe and wizard hat? Bro, I wish. Can I tell you, I've been, so I play a lot of tabletop RPGs, specifically a lot of Pathfinder 2nd edition, though I've been playing some Cyberpunk recently. That's pretty fun. Cyberpunk Red. Pretty good, man. But, I run a Pathfinder 2nd edition campaign, but also I played in 2 of them, right? But one of them actually kind of finished out. We ended up, it was a 1 to 10, and we got all the way through it, and we ended it. A couple months ago now, I think, right? And then that same group of people, that sort of transitioned into that Cyberpunk campaign. But, so that's one down. And then the other one that I was playing in was sort of newer. And it also had, they hadn't gone on a break or anything like that. We just hadn't had a session for a couple months or something. So, point being, give me 1 second, let me get some of this soda in me. Point being, the robe and wizard hat thing reminded me. Man, that shit's really fun. I'm playing, that other campaign is still very early on. We're level 1. We just got to level 2, last weekend. That shit's really fun, man. Leveling up in that game is also really fun. I like making decisions in video games. It tickles a part of my brain that really nothing else does. And, it's all about Pathfinder, man. You make so many decisions. You just make so many goddamn decisions. I'm very happy. It's one of the big reasons I kind of fell off of Wilds. I feel like you don't make too many meaningful decisions. Though I've heard the new title update for Wilds has actually been kicking some people's asses, I heard they got Mizutsune in there. He's beating people up and shit.
Very good odds.
Excuse me,
this
not to
person
blow my
is
nose right there.
incredibly smart and attractive.
Hey, what's going on, Cheeky? Hello, Brick. I wanted to enter, but I'm stranded in an ancient forbidden land. If I don't make it, forget about me. My bus line is not working. That's fair enough. If I don't make it, do not forget about me. Oh my bad, I almost read that wrong. Restarting? Yeah. You can go if your match is not on stream, forgiven. So just organize it between you and Valzea and go for it. I am currently waiting on Faffy and Visual here. I think I pinged both of them, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I pinged both of them, I think. So we're just I'm Nerf Percival. Okay. Good. So we're just waiting on Faff. Faffing about. I can't believe Cheeky died in, Oh, hello, Suki. Got run over by his bus. What's going on, Luck for Action? You're in the bracket, right? Good luck, man. I wish you the best. Hope you have a good time. Hope you do well. Unless you happen to run into any Ladivas, in which case I hope you die, because I want the Ladivas to win. Unless you are a Ladiva, in which case I hope you do very well. Damn, Wall Brawl 55, right? Over a year now of doing these. Been so much, yeah. One a week for 55 weeks. Quite the thing. If you count the intermediate ones and all of that too, we've done over 100 of these now. It's been so much. Yeah, yeah. We're consistent in this house. Who's Valzea? They have the exact same name in the Discord. Just make sure you get all your consonants and vowels in the right order. But I'll come back in the next few days. It's cool to hear Fade. Always nice to see some of the the old heads hanging around. Let me get the Gamba overlay in here. I'm sorry. What are you sorry about? What happened? Vayne versus Uno. Oh boy. All right. Wait. Where the fuck did I put it? I know there's a Gamba somewhere. You can't lie to me, man. I'm late. It's all good. We're in no rush.
Very good odds that this person is incredibly smart and attractive.
Visual. Everyone really likes the. I don't know what it is. Something about it's visual, right? It's like there's a H somewhere there shouldn't be. Everyone really likes the April Fools posters, huh? The April Fools icons. I'm not really a big fan. What's up, Brickman? What's going on, Mr. Tummy Liquor? On stream twice in the same week. If it makes you feel any better, I saw Vigil and I was like, I want to watch some Uno. It's kind of the idea there. I was not singling you out, don't worry. Makes me glad I accepted your invitation. No, honestly, he's spitting. It is really fun to just like I know some people maybe they're tired or just like not in the mood or something like that. So like just watching someone or experiencing someone who's very high energy can kind of Mr. Trimmer did not look at my sub message. It's actually over. Oh fuck. I was setting up the Gamba. I didn't even notice the notification. All right, hold on. I missed the gacha stream last week. Will you play more this week? Maybe. Yeah. Honestly, I don't have another idea for the sub only streams. And I do want to explore more of the gacha. So yeah, we may very well, Goya, but that sounds like a good idea, actually. I had not really put too much thought into what I was going to do on Saturday yet. It might be that we might, owie. Play Yomi? Oh, yeah. We'll see. I'm going to watch the VOD and catch up. Yes, warm up round? Yeah, quick, easy warm up round. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing about Uno, man, is like, Vayne really wants the 2H, obviously, right? He wants the big damage, he wants the 2H, you know? You want the good girl, but you need the bad pussy. But the problem is, it's like, it's impossible to 2H this fucking Uno guy. It just doesn't work that way. Opponent's on DQ time? Well, yeah, we got at least 4 minutes until that becomes a factor, so we shall indeed wait and see. You just can't do it. Like he's got, already he's got his dive kick, which functions as his throw bait, but it is also a dive kick. Like it does stall his air momentum a little bit, right? He's got his U dive kick as well, right? Like his 6U, just like unique button dive kick, and he's got the 5U parry in the midair. There's so many different ways that this little Pringles man has to just absolutely beat the shit out of you for ever daring to anti-air him, right? So I feel like it might be kind of rough for Vayne to find his good shit, the good here. Might not really be might not really be too feasible. Go beyond. Good game. The only problem for me is 6XL needs a nerf, in my opinion. Honestly, I mean, like, fair. I think 6XL has been nerfed twice, and it is still very good, but I think it's in a much more healthy spot than it used to be. We've talked about this a couple of times, but honestly, like, for me, I think 6XL does not need, like, huge nerfs at this point. One of the nerfs, like one of the like some people are like, I don't think it should be plus on block or like it shouldn't lead into combos or whatever, right? I think more so I just like it so that if we're gonna nerf 6XL again, then I think it is an if at this point, right? But if we really want to do a universal across the board nerf to every 6XL in the game, yeah, because Phantom's right. Some 6XLs are better than others, right? Like I would certainly much rather see like a Catalina 6XL nerfed in particular, just like less range, than like 6XLs nerfed across the board. But if we're gonna do a big 6XL nerf across the board, I will probably say just give it like 10 more frames of recovery or something like that on whiff. Where do they do this? Oh my god, I just get fucking dribbled, man. You know what they do to Narmaya's Setsuna or stuff like that, where like they get extra recovery specifically on whiff. I think 6XL should get something like that. You know, they already added 5 frames. Now this would be a Ladiva nerf, so I'd be kind of sad about this because it would kind of. I would hope that maybe Ladiva could get like an SPD buff so you could keep her Oki in the mid screen or something. But I would take the whiff recovery increase. Yeah, like if 6XL went from having like 25 frames of recovery, still on block it'd be 25. It'd still be +2, right? Wait a sec. Emergency best of 5. I fear not. Giving grapplers Oki? No, I mean she does right now. I think 6XL should need space to be plus. I don't think so. I disagree. I think 6XL being +2 on block is fine. It's like what it's Versa 2, right? That's correct. Yeah. I think I think we have already nerfed. You know, we've nerfed the defensive options. Sure, right? So like now I'm okay with like a little bit of a nerf to 6XL, but I still don't think we should go too far, right? Dog, what the fuck? No emergency best of threes. This is a Hashira? I mean, yeah. Visual's pretty good, certainly. This game is based around 6XL, yeah. But like, I would be okay with the idea of 6XL. You know, maybe 6XL, instead of having 25 recovery frames only on whiff, it has 35 recovery frames, right? So if you backdash a 6XL, you can absolutely blow someone up for it. That sounds fine by me. But then it does bring up the very specific like Ladiva problem on whiffs enough. Yeah, I'm okay with that, MYB. Like, in that sense, I think I could probably get down with that. Not getting close L on SPD Oki is why UL matchup sucks. Yeah. But, you know, the problem then is this would torpedo Ladiva's SPD Oki, right? So, like, I would want, like, at the same time, damn it, it's probably, okay. Ladiva might be kind of strong. Well, no, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Like let me, if I can, real quickly, just I'm gonna illustrate this to you fellows, just because this is like a weird thing that if you don't play Ladiva, you probably don't fully get this, right? But Ladiva, her Oki on SPD has kind of, it's gone through an arc. She had mid-screen Oki on SPD in patch 1.0. She then lost it, I think, in patch 1.3, whatever the patch was that added the 5 frames of recovery to 6XL. She then got it back in 1.5. Because in the mid-screen, when Ladiva lands an SPD, what she does is she does something like, oh, hold on, I'm ass, I can't buffer the 6XL, not a real Ladiva player. I'm trying to do it as early as possible so I can get the max plus frames just so I can show you, but I'm fucking it up, right? So yeah, she does that, right? And then that leaves her +3 if she immediately whiffs the 6XL like this. +3 is that's the goated spot, right? Because then far M will beat anything you can mash, and SPD will get you again, right? So this is, I mean, now the woke option is that both of these are pretty bad against backdash, but ignore that for a second, right? Now, the problem is, if you add 10 frames of whiff recovery to 6XL, this goes from +3, or +4 there, actually I got even better. It goes from +3 or +4 to -6, -7, like punishable, right? Probably is that you're never in range for close L or close N, but that's not my point, that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, but like, she still gets something, right? She still gets something here, whereas imagine what I'm saying, nothing. It's like, imagine if there was 10 extra frames of whiff recovery added to 6XL, like I'm suggesting. Did it start yet? Yeah, I just went on a tangent immediately because I'm an idiot. But if there were 10 extra frames of whiff recovery on 6XL, right, then Ladiva no longer gets this Oki, and in fact is punishable in this case, right? I've got a minute of ads, let me know for starting. Oh, okay, goddamn fucking ad break, man, fucking ad break. Hello, should I buy the game? I think so. The game's fun. I think it's time to shoot Valzea? Yeah, if they're not answering you, I'll do that. Okay, let me do that while the ad break is running. You've added them forgiven and they haven't answered you, correct? If so, that is, yeah, 11 minutes. They haven't given me 2 times? Okay. They haven't given me any notification that they're going to be late or anything either. So now they go down to losers, and we'll deal with them from there. All right. Okay. Well, I want to wait for the ads to be over. Okay, ads are done. And just really quickly, right? Just because we're gonna play the Kyo match. Just give me 1 second. Give me a fucking minute. Okay, just give me a second. Because this is a very interesting thing that I just thought about right now. Okay, so what I'm saying is, you see, Ladiva can be +4 off this. Yes, nothing. You're right. You can't get close L or close M. You can get something at least. If you added 10 frames of whiff recovery to 6XL, she would be -6 here or -7 if she fucked it up enough. She'd be like punishably minus in this case. So it would completely torpedo her SPD Oki in the mid-screen, even though it might be a good thing for the game overall. Now you might say, hey, Mr. Brickathan, what if we just like gave SPD like 10 extra plus frames on the knockdown to make up for this, right? Like just buff Ladiva in a way so that, you know, it comes out in the wash, basically. Sure. Now the question becomes though, here's the thing. That's a safe jump, right? If you made this +40, right? If you made this +40, SPD now gives her a safe jump. Which is, I mean, that's a kind of big Ladiva buff, right? That's a kind of big Ladiva buff, which I'm not so sure. That would give her mid-screen Oki back just fine, right? But that would also, you know, that's a pretty big Ladiva buff. So, it's like, I think, I'm very torn, right? Because I'm very torn because I think that adding some whiff recovery to I'm bad and beginner fighting games of this game still fun and not dead. Yeah, I think both of those are true. It's definitely like it's a nicher fighting game than like, you know, Street Fighter 6. I mean, Tekken 8 is honestly on its way there, so maybe it'll be about the same size as Tekken 8 soon enough. But yeah, I think there's like, I mean, we got 40 people in this master rank bracket today, right? There's lots of people still playing the video game. But yeah, so I'm torn because I think adding a bunch of whiff recovery to 6XL is not a bad idea. Right? But I also don't think that Ladiva should just get, I don't think Ladiva should just get her mid-screen Oki torpedoed. But if you buff up her SPD to not torpedo her mid-screen Oki, you probably make light SPD too good. A safe jump off that shit is simply, like, that's a little too strong, I think. Like, that'd make Ladiva a little bit more toxic than she even already is, right? So, like, maybe, okay, here's what we could do. You know what we could do? Let's buff 6XL. We just change the distance the SPDs put you at. So you can just get run up, Oki? TO, your job? The game's running. The game's running. Don't give me no sass, Suki. You guys are playing, you know, how about you focus on your set, brother? How about you focus on your set instead of talking in my chat? It's a much more nuanced implication. Now, a funny thing you could do is you could just make the nerf to 6XL a little bit lesser. You could make it so that 6XL added 5 frames of recovery on whiff, and then add 5 frames of plus frames to the SPDs, right? So then that wouldn't give her a safe jump, and it will do the exact same thing. But no Gamba and no names? Well, names happened. The Gamba did not. That's a good point. I forgot about names. You just don't know the names, brother. But the Gamba did happen. Or the Gamba didn't happen. That's a good point. Suki or Kyo. Kyo's the red Versusia, I believe. Yeah, Kyo's the red Versusia. I proposed this in Discord earlier. What do you think of giving Vayne 17k? I like that. I think Vayne is already given an extra 1k. I think Vayne's supposed to be a 15k character, and he got 16k, right? So, I honestly don't think that really... I also don't really think that solves his problem too much, right? That will be a buff, but not one that resolves anything? Yeah, yeah. Like, obviously, it'll make it better, but... I think it will be like... It'd be kind of like blunt, like hammer design, right? It wouldn't be like elegant character design, I wouldn't say. Doesn't matter what you give Vayne when I'm wielding him, Jesus. I mean, visual is really strong, right? Don't be too hard on yourself. That is a Grandmaster Uno, right? So, like, as an S plus Vayne, you shouldn't really be like, man, maybe I'm really ass because I got my shit rocked by this, like, really strong player. I'm Cheeks, I'm not hard. I usually see Versusia mirrors. Yeah, that's why I marked this on stream. I was like, Suki and Kyo? Like, this is not super common, despite how good Versusia is. She's not, like, the most common character ever, right? Though she is relatively so, right? But still, Versusia mirror, it's pretty fun. You get to see also, like, you know, you get to see Versusia do her bullshit to herself, and it just feels less bad when you see it happening like that, you know? But yeah, so if you made, like, if you added, like, 5 frames of whiff recovery to 6XL, yeah, she just does that. If you added 5 frames, oh, she gets a side swap, yeah. You don't even have to do, this is like the better combo that I was talking about, right? If you don't have stock. If you added 5 frames of whiff recovery to 6XL, you wouldn't generate that problem for Ladiva. But then it's like, well, cool combo, yeah. Make 8 shield not ass and give 5U attack armor too, my goodness. I mean, if you change the distance the SPDs put you at nothing, you would give Ladiva... So if you made it so she didn't have to 6XL, you would just give her, like, actual, like, close L Oki on that shit, which might be even... I mean, it's not better than a safe jump, but in the mid-screen, it would be, right? So, like, I mean, I guess not. Like, that'll also be a really big buff, right? I'm really torn. Official Digimon VTuber, what a timeline, excuse me. Sub Brick, what's going on, man? Sub Brick? Sub to Brick, now you're talking. Sounds like a good idea to me. Hello, Gyokuro. Honorable Versusia mirrors means they let each other 5U in neutral. Yeah, like Lavasaraga mirror. Sub to Brick as well, there you go. That's what we're talking about. We're at 131 subs right now. We gotta get to 420 for the lead number. That's simply, it's the rules. I don't make the rules, but I am kind of right now. Interesting. Ow. Fucking 2L, man. See, in the nerf that I suggested to Versusia, right, where you make it so her 2L's only +6 on hits, in that case, that was counter hits 2L, she would still get her 5L there, right? I'm a generous god. DK fully charged giant punch agreement, so true. This match is part of Fukuhara's vision. This is the Grand Blue that he was imagining. OC, do not steal. Make her plus with pushback after the knockdown. But that would also torpedo the mid-screen Oki, right? Basically, what I'm trying to figure out is how do we increase the whiff recovery on 6XL by 10 frames while also keeping Ladiva's mid-screen Oki, but not giving her a safe jump off that shit. Some well-timed yapping time for Guild War, though. Yeah, you know, I just got here. I'm not uniting. I'm not fighting. I don't even know what a fucking crew is. Okay. She does look like a Homestuck character, so true. Is torpedo good or bad? You mean like to torpedo something is usually to like kill it, to shoot it in the back of the head. How about buffing Ladiva roll for SPD Oki instead of 6XL? You can't do that. Ladiva roll is bad for a very specific reason, right? Ladiva roll is bad because they want her to have a hard time against characters, you know, like she can't just roll big normals, she can't just roll in zoning matchups very well, right? Like, I would love to have Ladiva have a bigger roll because it is a really big weakness of hers, right? Ladiva just having the worst roll, the bottom one roll, everyone has one roll, Ladiva has a different roll that's 4 frames worse, right? It's a huge weakness, but you can't. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. Put the win on the board, oh so true. I had other stuff to do this week, so I skipped the wall brawl run, fair enough. Because that, like, again, that'll be, like, yes, that'll maybe, like, maybe you could get her Oki that way, but then you would also be, you'd be really shifting. Like, giving Ladiva a normal roll would not be a minor change, right? It would really shift her zoner matchups and stuff like that. Isn't this 1-1? Correct. What if Ladiva could double roll? That's true. That's true. 0-2 once again, but went 1-2 game 1. I'll take it. I mean, it's scarier out here, man. It's scary. Also, I finally, today, when I was seeding the bracket, Shatter, I finally read your name correctly. It's Shatter Thine Iki. I don't know why I've never been able to read anything past Shatter in your name, but I got there, finally. What's going on, Salty? We got Versusia Mirror on stream. Like, if you guys watch that video I made about, like, holy shit, faster pillar, better person. If you guys watch that video I made about, like, how to fight zoners, right, you'll notice that I was talking about a lot of stuff like, oh, you know, like, if you roll this, you're, like, plus 10 or something, you can punish Fairy. But Ladiva is very, very much designed that even if she does get, like, a preemptive roll and she gets in, it's not, she doesn't have really enough plus frames usually to do anything awful, right? Those extra 4 frames matter quite a lot. From TF2, if you played it, it came up with the name about 10 years ago. I came up with the name about 10 years ago and stuck with it. Fair enough. I played a little bit of TF2. I don't think I know what that is referencing, but it's a really good video, by the way. Seems K9 Psycho is AFK. I'll shoot him in a sec when we be. I'm glad, Phantom. I hope, you know, I want to start making a little bit more stuff like that, I think. Like, shorter videos that just, like, go over a topic really quick. Or even, like, you know, we made, like, a 50-minute long video on Versusia or something like that, right? It's more like discussion. I really enjoy talking about this game. I probably enjoy talking about this game more than I enjoy playing this game, even though I really do like playing this game. So, yeah, making, like, more discussion-style stuff like that, I think, would be really good. But my point is that, you know, in that video, I talk about how important roll is for, like, everyone, right? Like, roll is such an important universal system mechanic to use when you're fighting all these zoners. And for that reason, it's very, very meaningful that they gave Ladiva the bottom 1 roll in the game, right? It is specifically to make it so that that extremely strong universal system mechanic, that anti-zoning tool, is just a lot worse for her and a lot less reliable and a lot riskier, right? Who is Dark Himari? Zeta? Yeah, they play Zeta. Also a little spooky, so good luck, Faffle. Let me shoot. Move this over here. Is it K9 Psycho you were saying when I needed to shoot? I haven't seen Himari for a while? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I will always remember Himari as the person who wanted to do the community tier list. Because that shit made me like $400 or something. Also, that raging chain was fucking whiff. Oh, did he just lose the fucking round because his raging chain whiff? I was shooting someone on the other screen, but did I see that right? Is that correct? I got hit by the crosser. Is that what happened just there? Combo limit. Oh, I see. I was like, I thought it was really high up or something. So true. Chaos yields to the void. That was the most tragic thing I've ever seen. It whiffed indeed. Yeah. I was like I looked away. I looked away for a sec because I was shooting K9 Psycho, and I saw him. Like I heard in my ear, I heard the like, you know, like the raging chain, and I didn't hear the impact sound. I was like, what the fuck? Combo limit does let you finish the chain. Yeah, it does. Like raging. If raging strike makes it hit combo limit, raging chain will still connect, right? RS usually still hits during combo limit. No, yeah. So I think it just whiffed. Because again, like, I mean, yeah. If the raging strike makes the combo hit combo limit, raging chain will still connect. They count as one move basically. That was a thing, indeed. Gotta clip it by all means. All right, so what are we doing now? So let me move this back to the main screen here. Yo, fairy mirror possibly. So that was Suki and Kyo, 2-1 to Suki there. Yeah, Iggy and Raha. I assume Ramasan is there. Suki dub. And I think this might be a fairy mirror, by the way. I'm unsure, but I think so. Yggdrasil or Raha. Check Discord, please. Will do, Goyaba. What's happening on Discord? What am I checking Discord for? I don't have a notification. What am I checking Discord for? Yoru DQ'd? Oh, I see. Thank you. Rat down. What in the Vicky? Wait, is it a column mirror? That's not a fairy mirror. I'm a liar. Okay. Enjoy your free dub, Goyaba. How does she cry talk like that? Like, how does that even fucking work, man? Round 3 can play. If you're round 9 and your shit doesn't say on stream, play your match. Rat stonks are up, so true. Rat up, rat down. Just a mirror match day, truly. I thought it was gonna be a fairy mirror when I put it on there. Good VO skills, it's crazy. Yeah, like the cry talk. Ow. Rapid dash. And her crouch animation is so cute. I was like looking at her just putting her fucking little hands on her cheeks. Putting the acting and voice acting. So true. I'm not even talking about the accent. I'm talking more of like even just like physically to make that shit work like that, right? Rick overlay, thank you. Rick change scoreboard. I like how when one person does something in chat, everyone goes, it's my time to also point this out. Yggdrasil bunny. Honey tea at the ready every recording session. So true. Goddamn, I need to use the sharper cannon angles. I forget that you can even do that, right? Yeah, she can angle the cannons based on different versions or something. Honka. Bubs is a super unknown VA, if I remember correctly, but his English VA is great. You hold the input, right? That's where it is. Yeah. Oh god, star? Broken ass star? It is always a fun, it's like the most useless piece of trivia, right? But is there a Grim and Wall Brawl? Please, pretty please. Oh no, mistake confirmed. I don't believe so. I don't think there is. Does Vikala? Oh my god, what is happening? Does Vikala not get like a counter hit close H combo? Like is that? Or I guess that was. That was her close H, right? Got the red flash and everything. Did she not get like a special combo there? They just both drop it back to back. Holding input for LM is air cannon, while H is for sharp angles. Gotcha. Yeah, sorry, Durdur. At least, if there is, I don't think so, because Cal's not in there today. Counter hit close H goes into close M. Ah, I see. That's it. Yeah, it's one of those, like, worthless trivia facts where you just, like, you do the nerd emoji and you push up your glasses. When people are talking about, you know, optimals and the highest damage character in the game and stuff like that. It is technically Vikala, right? Technically. If we're not talking about how realistic it is, or just, like, if we're just talking about a character's theoretical max damage, Vikala's is, I mean, whatever the DPS of Star is times 99 seconds, right? So, you know, Vikala does have an infinite. So she does have literally, she does have an infinite. If she just rolls star over and over and over again, you know, she will do like 90,000 damage or something like that. Unescapable. Now, what are the odds of her rolling like 17 stars in a row? Hard to say. But you tell me. I've had a practical 12k on Vikala. Vikala has a 12k combo. Is that real? I didn't know she had ball like that. What the fuck? That's like, that'll put her like second highest in the fucking video game. I come from the future. It happens in Evil Moment 97. Yeah, that's crazy. I've been hit by 4 in a row before. Worst experience of my life. Yeah. Define practical. That's pretty wild. Is practical like 2 stars? 2 stars is the limit of practical, I'd say. Faust is a similar thing in Strive where he has a wall splat infinite as long as you keep pulling hammers. Yeah. Vikala star combos, and then it also does not launch, right? So again, theoretically, you know, if Vikala got 70 stars in a row, she would do 999,999 damage, right? However much damage like fully scaled star does, as in clearly recreatable in a match. Well, like, okay, but like what, you know, how many stars were involved, or does it not even involve stars? Was a cool combo for Raha to BH. I was thinking about the star infinite. Honestly, I missed that shit. I had not realized Vikala had damage like that. That would actually put her in like, there'd be exact like, you know, there would be like Vasaraga and like 3 Dragonstock Siegfried to be the only characters fucking with her at that point. 3 stars? Okay, who has the highest damage combo in the game? So again, technically Vikala, because Vikala does infinite damage as long as she just keeps rolling stars. She does literally as much damage as she can fit in the timer, right? Which is gonna be like 60, 70k probably. Had items set to random? Sure, but I wouldn't call that practical. I think that's still incredibly lucky, right? You see the next item now? Yeah, nice. Actually, let's her plan around it a bit, right? Very good for her. Matera unironically probably has the highest damage optimals right now. What are... Oh, yeah, that's a good point. What is Matera rocking right now? Matera hitting like 13k on the right punish. I didn't know. Fair enough. Then yeah, probably, again, outside of like Dragonstock Siegfried, who is like... not realistic, but it happens, right? You can get 10k plus against 3 diamonds with Lucy. I'm sorry, that's just not that impressive, right? Lucy's mid-screen damage is the crazy shit. I don't know what Lucy's, but like 10k is like... most of the cast can get 10k plus, right? On 3 diamonds. The crazy shit, again, like the highest damage combo that I know of right now that is not like basically 3 Dragonstock Siegfried is 12,126 from on Vasaraga, right? Actually, I think Abel has like a... this is like more impractical than 3 Dragonstock Siegfried, but yeah. Versusia gets 10k with only SBA from mid-screen with 50% on a DP punish. LMAO. Again, it depends on where from mid-screen, but yeah. What's your top 3 in the game? People ask this question a lot recently, huh? I guess it feels like it's coming up more than it used to. Some ordering of Beatrix, Grimnir, and Catalina probably. Which would, again, like if you know, gun to my head, it's in not that order, and that's probably Beatrix, Grimnir, and then Catalina actually. So yeah, never mind, it is in that order. Gun to my head, it's that's 1, 2, 3, but you know, there's a lot of characters who are reasonably like to be in that discussion as well. Versusia's in that discussion. I still think Zeta's in that discussion. I guess that's kind of where I think, that probably is where I think it would end, honestly. Like where I myself would be like, you know, any of those characters I could see being top 3. But there are a lot of other characters that are strong and potentially top tier, but not quite on the level of those 5, I don't think. That was Yggdrasil. I'm rat racist. I got my rats confused. Forgot who won. What's your opinion on Zeta right now, Brick? I feel like she could potentially be one of the best, but practically it hasn't happened. I think it has happened. I don't think someone needs to win a tournament with her for it to happen, right? I think it is what the character can do is some of the craziest shit in the entire video game, right? I think Zeta, I mean, we just talked about it, but I think Zeta is like probably in my personal top 5, right? Just because like Gamera hasn't happened to fuck with Zeta and pick her up and win a major with her or something does not mean that she's not good in my opinion. All right, Yago and Kazen Kai. Yo, Kazen Kai kind of cooking. Zeta's very strong, definitely a top 5 contender. Yeah, Zeta also got buffed in the patch, right? So like even if before you were like, I don't know, man, maybe Zeta is potential woman, whatever, right? like, she got buffed. She's better in this patch than she was now, right? Like, I thought she was top 5 before, and then she got buffed in Season 2, so. I think only Fairy has a tough time getting to 10, right? I can't imagine Vayne has that hard of a time. Vayne gets that shit on his anti-Airbnb, brother. He's also in my top 5, but yeah, it's a matter of looking at a character objectively, and also some people only consider characters after people do well with them. Yeah, I understand that, and I get, like, that there is always the argument of, like, well, if she's so strong, why aren't these players, these top players that are motivated by, like, they are motivated by just playing the character who is the best to win, why wouldn't they pick her up? And, I think it's a flawed argument in a couple of ways, because one, Zeta is not, like, gapping the game strong, she's just good. So, like, some people might just, when there are multiple, like, top-tier viable characters, maybe you just, Beatrix is a simpler playstyle and you fuck with that shit more, right? Or maybe you do like complex characters, but you like what Grimnir's doing better, or you think you could play better with Grimnir's mix than Zeta's mix, right? So, Vayne, it's like a truck, you and Anila have a hard time. I feel like off the right starter, Anila should be able to clear 10 easily, right? Alright, let me do this real quick. Iago, right? Someone says casting of Kazunoko. That's fair. That's certainly fair. But Vera bottom 5, people question the hell out of it. I really don't know if people think she's decent. I don't know. I don't think she's great. I think she's decent though. I think, like, non-install Vera is bottom 5, right? So if the argument is that she never gets install, like, realistically, then fair. But that's not my experience watching that character and seeing her played. I think install Vera is really good, right? Ow, ow. I can see UL damage being low, they just wanted to win multiple interactions. Yeah. UL is certainly not designed to kill you in a single hit, for sure. It's in her design as well with the overhead. This is Yaga, one of the fairy mains. That's right. But, like, if your good character is gated behind an install, that's not great. I agree. That's why, like, for example, even though I think install Vera is a really strong character, right? But she's just, because she's gated behind an install, and because non-install Vera is pretty bad, I think Vera is, like a mid character, right? Like, lower mid character. I don't know about, to say that she's not even decent, or that she's, yeah, I don't know. She seems fine to me, because install, I feel like, install Vera is like a rip Yago Anila. I didn't even know that. Yeah, Yago is Milk Me, so that's where the Anila history comes from there. What does install mean? A super that buffs you permanently, I suppose, or like just a move that changes you as a character. Vera merging with Luminaria is the install that we're referring to, right? Non-install Vera is bad because install Vera is so good. Yeah. I would argue that install Vera is install Vera is basically Catalina without a Brave counterbait, right? Or did you put install Vera? Install Vera is Catalina without the light wall Brave counterbait, right? And I guess like a worse fireball. So like, but also probably higher damage. So like slightly worse neutral, higher damage, right? But the same, like, very good corner carry, very good buttons, right? So I don't fucking, like, install Vera is pretty fucking good, right? It's not like install Vera is able levels of broken or anything like that. I mean, well, she doesn't give up her health either, right? She has 6,000 more health than Abel also. Like, install Vera is a better character than Abel, sure, for definitely. Like, if Vera just started the game and install, she's probably, I mean, she's top tier, right? I don't think that's, is that really that crazy of a stretch? She's like slightly, now you could say it's fucked up. That like install Vera is like, maybe, like install Vera is about as good as Catalina is at round start, right? So you could say that that's pretty fucked up. Like, you could definitely argue that, like, why is install Vera about as good as Catalina is, and Catalina just gets that shit for free? Totally fair, right? We can talk about that. But I think that's still, in the grand scheme of things, I think it still does end up, Vera averages out, because it's not super hard for her to get install. Even if she doesn't land her command grab, it's like getting to 100 meter and spending it, right? Just loves the secret fairy counter. There's a lot of characters who fairy can struggle with. Install Vera 5U, legit a bane to zoning because of how low commitment it is from Faria. More accurate gap, yeah. But, like, I would still say, like, overall, that makes Vera a pretty decent character, right? Non-install Vera is, like, Anila, basically. And install Vera is Catalina. So, I think shit averages out to be pretty mid to me. Mostly to have her feel unique as well. They could just make her normal Vera better at install, worse to balance. That's just La. Yeah, they went the other way, right? They made the gap between install and non-install bigger in 1.5. Vera also combos off her install super? True, yeah, but super combo starters got nerfed in 1.5. But I think Vera is pretty mid, right? I don't think she's amazing. I think she's like worse than Gran and Vegeta, but not by a huge margin. She's like in the same, she feels similar to those characters to me. And she's better than both of them in install and worse than both of them not in install, right? Ow. She becomes grand damage with like Catalina corner carry. Nice, yeah, teleport is fake, unfortunately. Teleporting in the neutral like that, like he was hoping to catch Yago off guard and then like teleport comedian grab or something, but... I could see, maybe I'm like, it sure feels like whenever install Vera hits me, she really fucking hurts. It sure feels like whenever she hits me, it really fucking hurts. But maybe I'm overestimating install Vera's damage. That might be, you know, because that is the big thing. The corner carry and the damage is really what changes her, right? That's exactly what happened to Catalina. Catalina was a Shoto with, you know, good everything and bad reward, and then they gave her good reward, and she became top 3. So, your kind of mistake supposed to be 2-0, not the other way around, but I misclicked. Sure thing. Just play, whoever moved on, play your match as normal, and I'll fix that when I get to it, Hamari. Tell me what match, you and who. Install Vera lost her top 1 DP and Crazy Art opponent super. The DP is still best in the game, I know, but it's not like in its own tier anymore. Yeah, because her MDP is also the only non-UDP that can't be safe jabbed still, right? Like, install Vera is really good, right? How many people in bracket today? I think 41 was the count. If the gap was smaller, it should be less interesting. Gladdox decided to focus on buffing lesbian Super Saiyan. I agree. Me and Neff and losers? Gotcha. I saw before Sandy, how long are all the changes to get used to? The Season 2 patch is mostly universal changes. Characters themselves do not get adjusted too hard. The universal changes are big, but like they affect every match, so you get used to them fast. The Brave counter and DP changes. Also has higher damage, yeah. Can you do DQ Valzea, please, and losers? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I sent them down there a while ago, that's my bad. Wait, they've already been shot, no? Who are you referring to? I think it's already happened, good sir. DQ all losers? No, they already were DQ'd from losers. They got eliminated already. The Vera MDP nerf made the Sieg matchup so much worse because it can actually punish it now. Fair. I'll be honest, the BC nerf doesn't stop me from using like 2 a round on average. Yeah. But I mean, it makes it that so that if someone like hard reads they're using 2 a round on average and actually like, you know, tries to stop you, they get good reward off it now, right? I just watched your zoning video, your self-explaining is good. I'm feeling better at the game just by listening to your advice. That makes me feel really happy to hear, man. I'm glad it's helpful. I do try to explain things in multiple... I used to be a teaching assistant in university, and one of the big things that it taught me was that, like, you know, sometimes I would... Oh, no, that's... I got hit, too. I forget that he can do that fucking shit, man. I forget he can do that fucking... That is... So you end the set like that? That's how you end the... You end the set with cross-up comedian grab? This Kazen Kai, man, he's you just know his ass is rocking the Beelzebub mod as well. Like, you know, his Beelzebub, they ain't got a single hair on that whole fucking thing. You can do that? I know, but I always forget he can do that. And I get hit, I got hit by that shit just now, and I'm pissed about it. That even happened to me, and I'm pissed about it. I'm secondhand pissed about it. The Saitama mod? Yeah. But yeah, one thing that being a teaching assistant taught me is that, like, sometimes, you know, you say something to someone, and they go, and then you say the exact same thing reworded, and you see that little, like, light in their eye of, like, oh, they get it now? And I'm like, ah, okay. So I do try to often, you know, when I'm trying to make a point, I do say the same thing a couple of different ways. And it might seem repetitive, but I think it can be helpful for people's understanding in general. Dude, this Kazen Kai, man. Also, shout out Kazen Kai. Yago was our first seed. He won last week, right? So, I mean, Kazen Kai he's kind of cooking. All right, is that DNF Duel Evo champion, Kazen Kai? Oh my god. Is that the only person who still plays DNF Duel for fun? I was originally just tuned for the rest of launch offense for a long time. What are you talking about? That's a good thing. It should be strong and encourage you to use it. What is Shatter talking about? Install Vera? The BC. Oh, BC. Yeah. Yeah, BC, as offensive options got nerfed, BC probably should be taken down as well. That's correct. Some ideas just need to be recontextualized to click. That's right. Yeah. Every time I fucking join these tournaments, I think maybe the connection won't be that bad. The motherfuckers show up and make the match go 7 rollback frames. The last round, last interaction, a combo of mine, never again. Listen, man, fair enough. There's gonna be lag in these brackets. Maybe I should advertise that, right? I thought, like, you'd think, okay, this is my bad. There's a lot of things that overrunning these tournaments 55 times, I've learned to put shit, you know, like, in here, right? Like in all caps, bolded at the top, right? You must be in the Discord. Please try to be wired up. Only these regions, right? So I thought maybe, I guess maybe I should say, like, you know, the fact that you might have North America and South America, or South America and EU matches, in you know, there might be a little bit of lag going on, but perhaps it's not obvious enough. That's like genuinely potentially on me. I know people don't read the rules that far, right? I think the break system works pretty well, but it'll be hype. I'll be hyped for more integral changes. Yeah, sure. What will they do? What will you do if they actually nerf 6XL? What can we complain about? Oh, don't you worry, DX. People will find fucking something, right? People will find something. People will always find something. I would argue right now that I think Grand Blue's in a really good spot, and people still they can't decide what to complain about, man. They got hundreds of different things they want to complain about. So if people will complain about something. Don't you worry. There's no world in which you can stop people from complaining if they so choose. You make a perfectly balanced game where everyone is playing the exact same character, they'll say it's boring. Fellows will watch you fucking pull an umbrella out in the rain and say he can't deflect the water. You can't, you know? Grand Blue kind of the only fighting game not on fire in some way, TBH. 6XL complaints are tame compared. Street Fighter 6 is doing pretty well, isn't it? What's the on fire with SF6? Lag's inevitable without region locks. That's right, yeah. And that's why I'm fully aware of that, and I would rather have a wider geographical, like, you know, subset of people in the tournament than have the smaller people have less laggy matches. Still throw loops, nothing new. Throw loop 6. I don't think that's on fire, right? I don't think that counts as Street Fighter. I think Street Fighter 6 is still a very engaging and fun fighting game to play, right? SF6 isn't on fire. People don't like throw loops. Yeah, I mean. That to me is a 6XL complaint. You mean drive rush slop? I think that's reductive. I think it's also kind of a self-report, honestly. I feel like if you think that 6XL is just drive rush slop and it's like an unstoppable option, I think it's more of a, hey, I'm bad at the video game, and I'm saying that in many different words. Elena mod check? That's a good point. Where the fuck is Elena? That's fair. As someone who played older Arxis games with true BS, I truly don't feel like there's anything truly BS in the current state of the game. Grimnir mixes nuts, but he kind of needs it. I don't know if he needs it, right? I think Grimnir's a little too good, certainly, but before Evo Japan, I hope. I mean, if not, that's gotta be the landing point for it, right? Why is JF B rank? What's going on here? Why is JF smurfing in my shit, man? I think Street Fighter 6 is a very fun and engaging game, and honestly, listen, I love Grand Blue. Street Fighter 6's universal system mechanics are probably better implemented than Grand Blue's are. Now, overall, I still find Grand Blue a more fun game to play. I prefer Grand Blue to Street Fighter, but like, if Street Fighter 6 is drive rush slop, we got problems. He mostly plays on PlayStation, I suppose. Imagine Grimnir with bang seal dashes, man dash canceling supers is so hype. What? Grand Blue's better, IMO? I enjoy Grand Blue more as well. But Street Fighter 6 is a really fun game. I love Street Fighter 6. It also has just the best rank system of any fighting game out right now, probably. Which certainly makes it like it's a lot more engaging to play like Zangief for like the long haul than it is to play Ladiva for the long haul, because of how much like room there is to grow in the rank system. I'm still kind of shocked they hit Charlotta's DP like that. I'll be honest, Razzle, it's weird, right? Because like I would have said, nah, man, she deserved that shit. But like, it's weird. Like, I know that I think Charlotta is a lot worse than you do, right? But every time you teach me something new about Charlotta, I'm like, wait, she's worse than I thought. Right? Like, it's weird. I feel like you're pushing me further into my Charlotta downplay. Like, you showed me that shit about how, like, you can just meaty it with a low and it just whiffs on the whole cast. Like, yes, if you just space out your meaty on Charlotta does not have a DP. And I was just like, what the... Like, every time I learn something new about Charlotta from you, I think that she's worse than I thought she was before, but... That's crazy. So like now I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of with you. Maybe they shouldn't have hit her DP like that. I did not realize you could do that shit. Ouch, yeah. Outside of Matera's apparent 13k punishes, this to me right now, as far as I'm aware, is the highest damage character in the game. This Versusia guy. In the corner mostly. His mid screen is only, you know, good. I wish it was a self-report, but calling everything X slob gets a giggle out of me. That's fair. If you're just like taking the piss, then that's understandable, honestly. Oh. Could he have gotten a far L there? Charlotta anti-tech? Yep. I did not realize you could do that shit to her DP. That shit is sad, man. Mikala technically has infinite damage. Broken-ass character. Please nerf immediately, Psychic. Of the colon 3 and wing name. I mean, their name is wing semicolon 3. So, you know, I assume... Oh, it's semicolon 3. Hold on, I'm wrong. My bad. It's not wing colon 3. It's wing semicolon 3. There you go. Boss mid-screen isn't just butt, it's also inconsistent. It's inconsistent, but it's not butt, right? Vasaraga is still doing... Yeah, he has, like, really good... His mid-screen is very good for his own purposes, and also he can do really high mid-screen damage with, like, 50 meter, right? But yeah, it's not... Like, his mid-screen is not, like, best in the game. But his corner damage is where we really start to get truly absurd, right? Boss puts your ass in the corner, and, like, he's hitting you for 10k without a super. It's getting a little... He also has a literal butt move? That's true. That's true. So true. In fact, so true, dare I say, Bessie. Ow. But inconsistent is true. Boss's mid-screen combos are all super finicky and weird. That is one thing. Wing the Goat almost won the Charlotta Versusia crew clash for us Versusias. So true. It's just, it doesn't feel good because he's doing some crazy mid-screen combo. Yeah, like, again, it doesn't feel good. I experienced this getting into Master, right? It doesn't feel good because, like, sometimes shit just, like, randomly drops. There's a lot of, like, weird, like, height-dependent and screen space-dependent links that he does. But
grabbed, comma.
If you do the right thing, you know, in JF's hands, JF's not going to drop these mid-screen combos very often, right? In JF's hands, Vasaraga's hitting you really fucking hard on mid-screen. I will say, though, his mid-screen is not resource efficient, right? It's not resource efficient. But, like you know, but he does just shit out damage. Mandatory rat down. Indeed. Oh, I need to also, Yanni Demon. Well, Dark Demon, thank you for the follow. Interesting he does that route. Is that really more damage? Because you can go counter hit close M into EX tackle. I'm curious now. Is that... I mean, I trust JF to be doing the better combo than the one that I have in my head. But, I know Voss can get counter hit close M into EX tackle, into raw 214H, into 2H, into, you know, continuation. I feel like that shit is a lot of damage. But, maybe this is more resource efficient if it's not gonna kill. Because you might need more meter to actually get, like, the, you know, the max damage out of that setup. Because he did what? He did close M into close M, auto combo, into the H fireball launcher, 2H, all the normal shit from there, right? I forget, does Voss need cooldowns to get literally anything from far L? That's correct, yes. But if you're, you know, if you're playing your cards right, you should be holding on to that stomp cooldown at all times, right? 2-2H does everything for Vasaraga. It's his armor, it's his combo conversion, it's his defense, it's his offense, right? Boss needs more damage cap, so true. POV, I got lost and I found myself in Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Jeff might prioritize getting the 5U save, so might be that. That's true, yeah. If it's not gonna kill, maybe just, yeah, get the Soul Forge back up, like, loop it easier. That makes some sense, actually. Oh, baby. Are you dead? He gets 2H? Oh, my bad. hold on. That's on me. Let me not... Are you dead? Sorry. I forgot we're talking about Vasaraga. 17,000 health character doesn't fucking matter. That's oopsie. I forgot I was like, you know, Versusia's got 17k, right? But no. We're talking about Vasaraga. Rick should be a commentator for real? I'm a fucking ass commentator, man. I can't stay focused for like 5 minutes. I'm talking about some shit, and then chat breaks something up, and I'm like, oh yeah, so true, and then I go off on that tangent, and then, you know, that reminds me I gotta go back to my other tangent, and then that tangents my brain into something else, and then, you know, it's been 30 minutes. I haven't talked about what's been happening on screen in the past 7 years. Like, it's crazy. TikTok brain rot, and I think it's just me being... I think I was like this before social media was even a thing. I was like this when I was fucking 5 years old, man. I think it's just me being stupid. Or at least not before social media was a thing, but before I was inundated with it, at the very least. Alright, we're nearing top 8 right here. This is our top 8 qualifiers. Full Moon and Asto. Asto's already in here. Let me get Full Moon back. I called him AD Brick HD. So true. Brick should be an auctioneer. Now we're talking. Brick is the brain rot. We're all a little stupid. I dropped an auto combo the other day. That's fair. Makes me feel better. The tournament is over. Thanks for coming, chat. What are you talking about? I love Brick commentator just going off about Galleon for 87% of the tournament. Yeah. Are both these 5 views exactly 40 frames? No. I thought I thought that they were, but it turns out that Vasaraga's 5U is 40 frames, and Versusia's is 41. It's 1 frame slower. Who would have thought? What I'm hearing is that, you know, poor Versusia needs buffs. Immediately. I expect a Galleon-only tourney on release. Lois, I'm coming. We're all a little stupid, yeah. We all love the brick yapping sessions, I feel. I hope so, because I can't help it. You know, like, I wish I was doing it to be entertaining or something. Like, it just happens, man. So, you know, if it's entertaining, I sure would prefer that, because then I have to put in less effort into bettering myself. Do we have any idea what Galleon's kit is going to be? Nothing concrete. I mean, if you... So they try to make characters somewhat...
very good odds.
They try to make them pretty loyal, right? To how they work in the gacha. Yo, Witchkeeper, 2 months, thanks to the Prime. Another brick for the ads, so true. They try to design characters to be like, you know, somewhat faithful recreations of how they work in the gacha. And to my understanding, Galleon is like very slow. She only like acts every other turn or something like that. In the gacha. Now, of course, you're not going to literally make it so like half her buttons that you input don't work or something. But I would imagine probably the Galleon, we can imagine that she's going to be some sort of big, slow kind of character. Seemingly, the fact that she's, you know, she seems to be a caster, like a spell casting type character. She's got like a wand or a staff and shit like that. The like sort of general idea that a lot of people have right now is that she's going to be like our actual first like big, slow zoner type character, right? Because, like, Versusia isn't really a zoner, and the closest thing we might have to that is Vayne, but again, Vayne doesn't quite count, right? So she might be, like, our first actual, like, big body zoner character, maybe, right? But, again, none of that is confirmed. We have literally no official information from the Granblue devs of how she might play, right? It's just theory crafting based on, like, you know, theory crafting based on how she works in the gacha, from what I've heard from people. Because we do have info, at least, that, again, they do try to make characters, you know, somewhat faithful to how they work in the gacha. Flashbacks to Palutena from Smash. I mean, Palutena is not a big, slow zoner, but in terms of it just being, yeah, like a goddess lady with a staff, then fair. Vayne is also kind of weirdly speedy because of his effective range. Right? Galleon, big body, isn't she small? I don't think she is, right? She's, like, way too big for a female draft. She's supposed to be small, because she's a female draft, but, like, she fucked it up. Also, like, her dragon form is the largest thing in the cosmos, so... She's got big body energy, certainly. Expecting a reveal at EVO Japan for her? If we don't get anything by then, it basically has to be that, right? Maybe no dash normals, but some insane specials. You'd have to make her really good. If you're gonna, like, take away her 6XL and not make her a character like 2B. That's Fedial, Galleon's message. She has traits from each race? Oh, my bad. She's average size for human girls. Fair enough. She's thick as fuck, though. That could be 18,000 health. I don't see why not. My bad. It's Fedial who's way too big. That's right. Jared Voss had big steppers and left. Maybe imagining stuff where I feel like Granblue takes gameplay inspiration from Central Fiction characters, which would be the 9 the Phantom inspiration. No idea. Maybe. But I don't think she only does the one element, right? So I still want Fedial, and lots of people do. I know why. She is thick as fuck. Yeah, I mean, all that extra junk in that trunk, that could be 18,000 health. I don't see why not. The Galleon's like a mountain-sized dragon in her natural form. It's like, well, we talked about this for a long time. It's not a mountain. It's more like Galleon is like a large, like a small, like mid-sized country-sized dragon, right? We're talking more like triple-digit kilometers in height. Each thigh is an extra 1k. Exactly. Her SSB is going to be the Giga Bowser ult. Also has a Versusia? I suppose so. I mean, he switched to it here. I imagine it's more so just because this, yeah, she just beats the fuck out of Vayne. The ever-loving shit out of him with Pillar and everything, but we'll see. Galleon dwarfs the floating islands? Yeah. Like, we're talking like 15, 20 times the size. Maybe more, honestly, from that art. Because she was behind them as well. It's like, you know, 25, 30 times the size of those islands that are probably each, like, you know, a small town-ish. A small town in some surrounding area. It's like, you know, 1 to 2 kilometer across islands. You could fit like 50 of them on her body. I want to ping, but I want to keep the bracket held up later. JF got sent to winning over me. We haven't played yet. Oh. What happened? Oh, yeah. I'll reopen that. There you go. Play your match. Suja is so miserable for Vayne. I can imagine, yeah. Like, there's a reason that he swapped over. Oh, the counter pick of the counter? I don't know if... I don't think Eustace is a counter pick. Well, like, you know, it's better than Vayne, probably, right? He can actually zone Versusia out. So that's something. Pressing H pillar every time it's off cooldown seems to be working here. Yeah, because it just beats Vayne trying to do any of his shit. Vayne has some of the matchups of all time. Correct. Counterpick war. I've been there before. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, nice Versusia. I mean, not even. I don't think Eustace is a counterpick necessarily, but it's just like a less miserable matchup than Vayne. But it doesn't matter if she's got you in the corner and she's doing half of your health bar off every tap. Some weird chess game stuff going on here. Yeah, yeah. That's why you can only switch on Lost, right? Why so many heavies in the combos? Her and Vasaraga both have this, right? It's one of the big reasons. Ladiva to an extent as well. It's one of the big reasons they do so much combo damage, because they just fit in so many heavy buttons. So even as they get scaled by, you know, even at minimum scaling, like 20% damage, you know, if your button does 1400 damage, it's still going to do some pretty good chunks, right? Eustace is a counterpick? Oh, really? Why so? Like, what does Eustace do that makes 2B's, or not 2B, the theme was playing, I got confused, Versusia's life so hard? Vayne is the closest thing to SF2 E Honda in this game, where he has 7 3s and 3 7s all over the place. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if 7 3s exist in Grand Blue, but if they do, they're either for or against Vayne's favor. He's like the only character who has them shits. I think that Versusia close H makes the screen shake a little. Yeah. Versusia players like to say this matchup is hard, but it's even. It might be the 2B thing, where like every 2B matchup is like even or slightly winning for her, or like slightly losing. So then they actually run into like a slightly losing matchup, they're like, this shit sucks, but it's just, they've been spoiled by how versatile their character is. Who knows? Orange eyes. Paris. Vayne has 6.5, 3.5. I mean, yeah, the numbers are at a certain point arbitrary, but an even matchup for Versusia is a counterpick, yeah. No way Voss close H only does 1400. Voss close H does probably more, but his 2H might do about 1400, which is where which is the big button that he hits a lot. I know Ladiva close H does, I think, 1800. No, 1600. I think Ladiva close H does 1800. So Voss close H probably does like 1900, if I had to guess. But Voss fits a lot of 2Hs in his combos. Broken already. Well. The big woman takes it home. I think for most projectile zoners, after H pillar is gone, she has a harder time dealing with them. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You have like a small window when the H pillar is down that she really doesn't. She's not a zoner at all, right? She can't really do too much without the pillar. I mean, Anitia just doesn't do anything from full screen. So it's a great day for Versusia players. Indeed. Indeed. All right. So that is that full moon. Shot in the face. I got like a stuffy nose today. I'm like clearing my nose a lot. Shiro and Dragalia. Shiro's already here. Is that right? Oh, awesome. Amazing. Let's just get Dragalia in there. Dragalia. And I'll ping Shiro anyway, even though he's already here. Ladiva 5H is 1800. Yeah. I think Vasaraga's is probably like 1900, I think. 2H makes sense. I know Char does 16, so it makes sense for Ladiva and Voss to be doing 18, 19. Yeah. Ping him again, yeah. No mercy. That was an Asto W once he got the counter pick there. Alright, and this is Shiro and Mombo Galia. The one who flips, that's correct. IMO, they either shoot Versusia or Beatrix, but they aren't going to shoot both? I believe in the devs.
Believe in victory.
If the Galleon patch is a Versusia patch-sized patch, right? It's going to be either Galleon or Wilness, right? And I think it's probably, if I had to put money on it, I would think, because the Season 2 patch was already kept a little tamer because of Arc World Tour, I would think that it'll be the Galleon patch. But whichever one of those two is going to be like the big mid-season patch, like how the Versusia patch was, I trust them to even things out a little bit. I think now that the sacred, like, maybe, you know, because, like, Belial, the sacred cow, has been defeated, right? So now I feel like everyone is in danger, right? If we're nerfing Belial, I think we can nerf anyone, really. Now, you could argue that maybe Beatrix is the new sacred cow, but... Bullying B only makes her stronger, so even after nerf, she'll still be #1. So true, best. I think anyone needs to be taken out back? Yeah, no. Again, like... the game is just significantly lower power level now than it was on release, right? If Belial can get shot, anyone can be taken to the shed. That's right. Nerf Fairy again. I think Fairy is in a good spot. Maybe Matera is a little too good right now, but even then, I need to see more. Like, my current thoughts on Matera is that she's good, probably okay, like where she is. But like, every now and then I hear a couple of just like things about, I'm like, really? That doesn't seem right that she can do that. It's like maybe Matera is a little too good, but I need to do more research on that one. See what the character is really capable of. I'll still push the Percy agenda. They're gonna somehow buff him. I think so, yeah. They seem to just continuously buff Percival every single patch. Oh, I didn't fucking change the overlay. I just realized. Dragalia. Matera's way too overtuned right now? Maybe. I'm willing to believe that. She certainly feels better than Fairy. Matera probably a mid-tier. I don't think mid-tiers are getting shot. That's what I would say too. But I hear people every now and then talking about Matera as like you know, the new demon of the game that everyone else is just kind of sleeping on. And I don't know enough entirely about what Matera can do in the new patch with the new system changes and with her buffs and everything to like confidently, you know, put my balls on those people's foreheads and say, no, you're wrong. She's a mid-tier. So that's why I'm saying I would like to just, you know, spend a little bit more time figuring out what Matera is actually capable of before I come up with a solid opinion on it, right? Matera has so much more to load your mental stack in the zoning department. I mean, well, yes, but also, you know, the difference between Matera and Fairy, for example, is all of Fairy's zoning tools are unreactable, right? It's like a 9-frame far M, you know, 13-frame far H. Matera is shooting like arrows that have clear travel time, and you can see them happen in real time, right? Like there is that inherent sort of trade-off. Now butterflies, of course, make it so that you can react to it. What are you gonna do about it? But the true demon is Grand. You sneak up the tier list to one tiny buff at a time. Yep. Grand's quite good now at this point. The projectile speeding up has some crazy repercussions with the U butterfly, and that butterfly in particular is a bit of a problem now. That like if I right now were to be like, how do I think? Like off mostly ignorance, right? Off mostly ignorance. All your reactions to Matera's different options are all different too. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That is certainly. I mean, that is the idea, right? It'll be a very non-functional zoning game plan if you could like OS everything she did with one move or two moves or something. But yeah, I will say from just what I've seen, right? Yeah, U butterfly. If one thing seems like it's maybe the if one thing seems like it's too good, even from what I just saw at Arc World Tour and stuff like that, that U butterfly, it sure does some shit, man. I don't know what about it is too strong, but that move seems very dominant, right? Like that, if anything about her seems too good right now, like my ignorant opinion is that U butterfly just seems really dominant whenever it's on screen. And I'm not sure if that's because it lasts too long, if it does too much damage, if it can activate too quickly. I don't know. But I don't know what it is about it, but that move seems very, very dominant whenever it comes out. Didn't know Virgil's daughter could combo off M flip like that. Got accused of lag switching a few days ago because Spectrum wanted to be funny. Yeah. Elena trailer actually just dropped? That's hilarious. We were just talking about where the fuck's Elena. Want to loop 3 U butterflies in a combo and do almost 12k? Do you think it would be, what would you say? Do you think it would be fair if U butterfly didn't refund? Does it refund? It does refund right now, right? Like if you, like, you know, if you just do it raw and then you hit, it pops. Elena is the new Street Fighter 6 DLC. You get the 25% meter back, right? Does it seem reasonable that it doesn't refund any meter on block or on hits? Kind of like what they did to Grimnir with his U-Seal placement, but like actually impactful. U-Transient is the combo ender there, huh? That move does do like 3k, right? I'm a little confused. Why is he doing... He can still do 125 meter combos? Yeah. So like, what if that shit just didn't refund at all, huh? Why this dropped in the other side? What do you mean, Kiro? What are you talking about, brother? Hold on, let me check something real quick before we go into top 8. Back to 0 points, you know? Yo, none of you believed in Dragalia, huh? My god. I mean, well, I guess it is just, yeah, it was just Kyo putting 23k in there. No, I was like, I thought it was multiple people betting against him, but no, it was just Kyo going all in, and he got punished for it. What is this? Where is this bitch? On the, there she is. You Moon? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but maybe it was just a timing problem. The fact that crumples and keeps the opponent grounded is crazy. Yeah. So I mean, because right now she, wait, what's butterfly? Is it down? Oh, I don't have any meter. Hold on. If she does fucking like this, yeah. If she does this raw and then triggers it with something. Oh, no skybound art gauge recovery, please. Bonk and bonk. Yeah, that could be fair, right? Maybe she just doesn't get any kind of meter refund on that shit. Thoughts? Like maybe she just like as a starting point, like, because again, the only thing to me, like, Matera does not seem like her power level is like so high that she needs to get like, you know, shot in the head. But you Butterfly as a move seems a little too, like, it seems like it's just so dominant whenever it exists, and it does like too much of everything, right? It controls neutral, and God forbid if you get hit by it, you literally go like straight to fucking Gohannam. So maybe like a quick, like, maybe that shit just doesn't refund meter ever now. You know what I mean? On block, on hit, on anything. That wouldn't be like that crazy of a nerf, by the way. It'd still be really good, right? But it would like limit the like really top end of the combos, I guess, right? She couldn't do like 3 U Butterflies or like U Butterfly into SSBA or something. That's kind of OP that she gets meter refund like that. I mean, it's how every U skill works, right? But maybe in this case, kind of like, you know, they did the same thing to Grimnir. There's precedent for this. Now, Grimnir didn't really care, but like Grimnir's U seal placement does not refund meter on hit, even if done raw, post season 2. I think that's what they changed about him anyway. I forget, because the nerfs don't really nerf that slightly. Maybe give her some other compensation buff to something. Yeah. But yeah, that move to me seems a little too centralizing right now, right? But I'm not so sure that I think that Matera is like, you know, like a high or top tier character that needs to be shot right now. Maybe, but I think it's more so that one move seems a little too silly, and could definitely be brought down a tad. All right, Kazen Kai and Asto. This is still too undercooked. Because to my understanding as well, people were talking about Matera doing 13k off her optimal punish. I assume that involves, you know, counter hit, close H, U Butterfly, some nonsense, something like that, right? I assume U Butterfly, like looping U Butterfly into supers or something. I think he's fine otherwise. U Butterfly is insane. I would probably agree, yeah. Like, from my current ignorant opinion of Matera, not ignorant, but just like not super well researched in how the patch changed her exactly, right? Is probably that she seems fine, but U Butterfly, every time I've seen it, it's looked a little too strong for me. Buff Matera's moves make her tracking Butterfly cost only 10% meter? Now we're talking. Let's not winners finals. This is winners semis. Let's go, Kaz. Well, let me let you support him with your points if you are so inclined. Let me move this over here. Who will win? This is Kazen Kai or Asto. There you go. Gamba up. Was able to make this one, unfortunately. Hopefully the turning's been going smoothly. It has, yeah. Sorry you couldn't make it, Malzea, but we've been doing pretty well over here. Matera to master after able to get to the bottom of this mystery. I mean, right now it's set to be Anila, right? I'm gonna play some Anila. If the $5 ever allows me to get able to master, it's gonna work. It should, right? Yeah, nice. But maybe after Anila, if no one else gets the 500k. I don't think anyone's super close right now, right? Does anyone have a shit ton of points? Like, most of the times I remember someone going like all in on a Gamba, they lost like everything. Brick me? Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. It sure is a lot of damage. That Siegfried guy sure still certainly does do a lot of damage. Oh, fancy. Okay. Kazen Kai plays a devious Beelzebub, man. That's like the best way I can... Oh, is that really the most damage? Because that launches right away, huh? I wonder. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe Kazen Kai's Beelzebub, I feel like. He's devious. He does not respect you. He tries to do some tricky shit. I mean, he'll just win if this keeps going on, so... No way, man! Oh... There's no way he jumped 7 times in the neutral and then hit you with the unblockable. Do you see what I mean? Causes an animal? Yeah. That's what I'm talking. He's just devious. He's devious, man. He's a devious little guy. That's your DNF Duel Evo champion right there. Oh. OMG true combo, yeah. My goat right there for real? That's crazy, man. You don't do that shit to a man. He did run up command grab super against me? I mean, that's more normal than whatever the fuck we just saw. He goes for it because he knows you think he wouldn't? Yeah, again, that's why I say he's a devious Beelzebub, you know? There's no respect here. Wonder if I should try playing like that? And honestly, there's a lesson in here for everyone, right? Over-respecting your opponents can certainly fuck you over, right? If you're just like, well, he would never fall for this, so I shouldn't even try. Nah, man. Sometimes you gotta put your nuts on a dude's forehead. That's a really... I almost wanted to go back and watch. That was a really nice setup there, right? He knocked you out of the Raging Strike combo, knocked you far away enough that when the 8 needles hit you, you were in unblockable distance. That is just... it wasn't checkmate because Asto could have BC'd it, but like... That was a really nasty setup right there. Again, just so many tricks, right? Very like Beelzebub as a character has a very deep bag, and then I feel like Kazen Kai, you know, is really easy. He's pulling everything out of the hat. Oh man. Sure they won't down back the next riding free? Yeah. Wow, I mean... This is dead? Yeah.
Neither the creeping ants nor the buzzing flea.
This like outro is taking longer than... Oh, it's not a first to 3, by the way. It is certainly already over. This outro almost took longer than the whole fucking set. It's crazy. This Kaz guy kind of cracked. Yeah. You know, it's just like he just does all this shit, and he's like, you're not gonna be ready for this, and you're not, right? The ultimate first to 2 demon. Bubs likes to talk a lot. That's true. He do be yapping. All right. So cool. So that was there. You are great indeed. Yes, you are dog shit. So moving on, we're gonna do Dragalia and JF. Ooh. When I played Vasaraga back in my day, in the lower ranks, I thought that Narmaya was a really fun matchup for him. It feels like she has a hard time stopping him doing any of his Soul Forge bullshit. You transient hits once, right? As a shitter who can't anti-air, I can also confirm that Shawada jumping 460 times in a row works. That's true. Alright. Does you transient break armor? Is that a thing? You transient stop by armor? Okay. So yeah, but excluding, like, you know, if that's not the solution either. I think Narmaya can struggle a bit once Vasaraga gets Soul Forge up. And she's also not, like, incredible at keeping him from getting Soul Forge up, right? So I think there can certainly, you know, this matchup can get out of hand for Narmaya quickly, but we'll see. At the end of the day, like, we're definitely, at this point, we are not talking about the characters themselves, right? It's JF's Vasaraga, Dragalia's Narmaya. There's gonna be, like, unique creative options here, right? So... Who doesn't struggle against Soul Forge? Any character with an EX Fireball, right, can blow it up, like, pretty easily. If Voss has to get in your face to then pressure you with Soul Forge, right? But, like, when he's fighting Narmaya, Voss can get Soul Forge from full screen and then go 2-2H and just do this. And there's really nothing she can do, right? He just completely doesn't have to play neutral at all, right? Doesn't have to tackle, doesn't have to do anything. He just, like, gets Soul Forge and starts walking at her. But anyone with an EX Fireball, yeah, I mean, Vayne just shuts it down entirely, right? Anyone who has, yeah, like, a big multi-hitting move, right? Anyone who can sit on Vasaraga's face and keep him from ever getting Soul Forge can also work. That's Narmaya's best option, certainly, right? Is just, you know, rush Vasaraga down and never let him do anything. But yeah, there are characters who deal with Soul Forge better than others, right? Anyone has like a quick, instant, like multi-hitting DP potentially, right? That is like hard for Voss to react to. Yeah, so you guys like 4 to 5 different options to deal with Soul Forge. Yeah. You transient a suicide against armor? Fair enough, yeah. I wondered if... Because it looks like it hits multiple times, so I was like, maybe. Also, you guys can go. I think they're waiting for me to go. It's on, maybe? Or just sit... Yeah. Okay. My bad. Sitting on Voss's face? Indeed. God, I wish that were me. Sit on his face. Galleon first winning matchup confirmed. Truly. Oh, let me switch the overlay here. The Gamba's up. Overlay. Dragalia. And FA, JF. Zoners can just snipe that 40-frame animation every time he tries. Yeah, he needs to get it off a knockdown if you have a good fireball, right? First 100-0 in the game. Truly. Where did his health go, man? I was looking at chat, and now he's dead? Does the helmet stay on during the face hit? I mean, it helps with the asphyxiation, sir. Be gone! Ladiva weirdly is like decent at dealing with Soul Forge because her command grab is so big, right? So like at the range, a lot of the ranges where Voss might just like start to do a Soul Forge follow up, you can grab him out of it at close range. There's a couple different characters that can have, they can deal with it in decent ways. Now, there's no one in the game who likes the situation of blocking Soul Forge Vasaraga in the corner, right? But there are many characters who can make it much harder for him to get to that situation. Wear health is a good sign that we are in fact gaming. That's right. That's correct. What's going on, Chrysalis? Ladiva do just be grabbing people? Yep. Her U headbutt also breaks armor. Very if Vasaraga does not like command grab her, U headbutt is one hit that will break armor. I think it'll. I need to lab that out. I just realized I need to lab that out. Does U headbutt break Vasaraga's infinite armor? I feel like the answer is yes. Maybe I should be U headbutting more against Voss. Now, of course, he can command grab you out of it, but I think U headbutt is like an unblockable. I think it should just even his like U stance. JF clean? I'm JF very clean, right?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
It's one of the best Vasaragas in the world, point blank period, right? We got offline first to 100 between him and BSG. New RPS unlocked? I just thought about that because I'm like, it definitely breaks his normal armor, but I think it should also break his U follow-up armor, right? Ladiva U headbutt always interacts funny with armor because it's one of the only like true unblockables in the game. I think. What else what are other like literal unblockables, like moves that if you hold back you die? Siegfried's U Verdrangen is that, right? Siegfried's the U slam is a real unblockable. I think. Is it only those two? Most modern games have armor loose to unblockables. Extra had an exception to this, but it was patched out. Yeah. I know Ladiva's U headbutt definitely breaks all other armor, but I've never tried it against Vasaraga's U stance U follow up armor because it's kind of special. I also want to point out the fact that I did react to you, Carmen, around 2 of that set. My dodge button got eaten. Listen, brother, unfortunately, I believe you, but like because that was such a funny moment, we're gonna have to say that you got clowned. Does Bub Suck count? No, it doesn't, because Bub Suck is not unblockable. It's a guard crush into a hit, right? Same thing with Ladiva's U Lariat. Ladiva's U Lariat is a guard crush into a hit. So I'm talking about literal unblockables, things that hit your block and just say no. Right? So like Ladiva's U Lariat would not count for this. Percy's charge super would count. Yeah, that's correct. Percy's charge SBA would count as one. That's right. That's maybe the only other one. Yeah, Zen and Benjamin both got that. What does Lariat mean in fighting games? There's not usually like one word for it. When I say Lariat, I'm literally referring to like Ladiva's special move is called Elegant Lariat, right? I guess Lwayne Parry? Is Lwayne Parry unblockable? You can certainly block Lwayne Parry, no? I mean, you just usually in recovery. Right? But the move itself is not like a guard, like it doesn't break your block. It's usually can't. You're not in a position to block it, right? But yeah, so I think the only 3 like literal unblockables in the game, like they hit your guard and just say no. If you don't spot dodge it, it has the unblockable parry, the property. Really? Really? Lariat's an advancing move, most likely? Yeah, usually people, when they say Lariats, they mean, like, some sort of advancing dash, like, punch attack, but... Guard crushing someone with your suck is some OnlyFans plus type of power. That's so true, Rusty. Ow. Oh my god, 2U? Wake up 2 MSSBA? Yeah, it's Vasaraga's equivalent of, like, you know, Cagliostro or Siegfried or something, or like Zeta doing like 2U SSBA. His is 2M SSBA. Well, has an unblockable in Iggy modes too? True, the fire, right? The fire is a real unblockable. People want to say Versusia 214. People might say Versusia 214X is Lariat? Yeah, I call it Lariat, for example. It's not. It's called is that Samsara? That one's the Samsara, right? But yeah. I would call Versusia's back move a Lariat, it's correct. Now, Ladiva's move is literally called Elegance Lariat, which is why I call that Lariat. But Fast charge? What about it? Oh, that one? I don't know about that one. The fact that it's like a charge move and he can hold it and stuff like that, I feel like it's unique enough that it gets its own name, you know, it's a tackle. And it gets annoying with things like Sora's Dash Punch. People probably call that Dash Punch. Yeah. But if you want to call Sora's Dash Punch a Lariat, I wouldn't, you know. Again, it's not a matter of what the correct name for something is. Just like, you know, could this, you know, like the guy pointing at the butterfly, like, is this a Lariat? Geef's move called Lariat isn't a Lariat? Yeah, listen. Again, never look too deeply at fighting game terminology, right? Things get really, you know, don't question too hard, you know, is Grand technically a showdown? Or, you know, like, you know, is a hot dog a sandwich? It gets, you know, why are some fuzzies fuzzyable and some fuzzies are unfuzzyable? Like, don't look into it. Don't look into it too hard, right? You're gonna confuse yourself. You told me you fuzzied my fuzzy? You're saying this fuzzy is worse than this fuzzy because this fuzzy's fuzzyable, but this fuzzy's unfuzzyable? Okay. That makes sense. Fuzzy is a term people use. Yeah, it's a catch-all term for anything done at like slightly different, at two different timings, right? But raccoons are foxes? Exactly. Oh wait, that was 2-1, wasn't it? Yeah. Is a hot dog a smoothie? Is cereal a soup? I guess so, right? In many ways. Yeah, it was 2-1 for JF. So true, bestie. Alright, now JF gets to sit there in winners finals for 7 years. I need to sate my curiosity real quick. One sec. The streamer will once again abandon his tournaments temporarily. Don't make Johns when the show hits you with a demon flip into F Shiki. Happy birthday. Wow, it's so true. Why are there Shotos in my tag fighter? The correct answer to is a hot dog a sandwich is I don't care. What if the person asking you the question is hot? I still don't know what OS means. Oh, well, we can talk about this quickly. An OS is an option select. It is doing one set of moves that beats, like one set of inputs that beats two different options, right? What is the simplest example of this in Grand Blue? I'll tell you. Here's the simplest one. There's a much more common one, but something like this, right? Say, for example, that I do far M, right, on Ladiva, and I input headbutt right after, right? You can't whiff cancel specials, normals into specials in this game, right? So like for Orkin, yeah, Orkin's OS, you can OS Orkins. But like, you know, you can't whiff cancel normals into specials. So if I had far M and do headbutt, nothing happens if it misses, right? But if it hits, I get headbutt and I get a combo, right? So I don't have to worry about actually hit confirming my far M. I can just go far M headbutt and I don't have to do anything, right? If it whiffs, nothing comes out, right? If I hit, I get my headbutts and I get my combo. This is an option select. This is probably like one of the more common option selects that people do just without even realizing it, right? But yeah, stuff like, you know, Siegfried Orkin, right? Like if Siegfried does his Orkin, right? And he does whatever follow-up, he does like Uva, for example, right? And on blocking this, I just do 2U, right? This one set of inputs gets a 7-frame, it's called buffering, not OS, but this is an OS. It's one set of inputs that does two different things depending on the outcome, right? It's not usually called an OS, but it's the exact same idea, right? You're doing one input that will give you two things depending on what happens. Buffering, OS is an umbrella term. Far L buffered you Lariat is goated, yeah. Buffering your specials is an option select. OSs can use buffering, yeah. I noticed doing the actually mean, fair enough. But yeah, so this is an option select as well, right? The 2U here will just like depending on different situations, it'll do different things, but like, you know, it'll always one set of inputs beats multiple different things. Now hold on, I got confused. Hold on, I wanna do something because I'm already holding up the bracket enough. 2L to tech throw and beat shimmy is my go-to OS. Yep, the biggest one in Grand Blue is delay tech, certainly. Right. Hold on. I just give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Soulforge Infinite. And then I want Vasaraga to do this. Hold on. I think so, right? I think it is breaking his armor. I mean, it's breaking the Soulforge armor, but I think it's also breaking the U follow-up armor, right? Because if I like hit him here, I would die. Oh, it's a frame trap, fuck's sakes. I think it is breaking the armor. Yeah, like right there, the armor would have started up, right? Yeah, so you headbutt. What do you know? Who would have thought? All right. Apologies. Let us keep going. What are we doing here? So that was JF. Moving on over to Galia. You headbutt. What an interesting little. Now, of course, you can command grab to call it out, but like if he does anything else, that's in many ways that could be an option select. doing U headbutt on the armor, on the stance, beats every single option that isn't command grab, right? So close to top 8 in open bracket for the first time. Broken ass Vakala. Thanks for the hosting as always. Brick, well done, Igor. So well done. Alright, so now in losers down here, we've got Shiro and Yago, and then Mia and Nothing. So let's do Shiro and Yago first, I guess, just because it's the top match. My ear itches. Give me one sec. Let me at both of those fine individuals. Shiro and Yago, password Brawl. It fucking happened again. What do you mean by this? Ladiva no longer bottom 2. Do not let the grapple propaganda trick you. Ladiva has been bottom 2 for many patches, I think. Since, I mean, I would argue since 1.5, but... Sorry to be off topic, but Elena trailer just dropped. Yeah, it dropped like 30 minutes ago or something, right? We might watch it at the end. I gotta fight winner of Shiro Yago, yeah. Ladiva reverse will no longer bottom 2. So true. Now that is incorrect, but better against Vasaraga. Died right out of top 8 again. I see you got 9th. It's tough shit. And that's rough. Pretty good though. Yeah, 9th is still pretty good. Hefe. Alright. Who will win? Yago or Shiro? Shiro or Yago? Gamble or do not gamble to your heart's content. Brick always picking on Voss? What did I do, man? What did I do? I love Voss! Took over Versusia Gauntlet to keep me out of top 8 this time. That's how it be. You got your 2x KO invite? Oh, fuck. Did I have to, like, re-sign up for that shit? Because, wait, I didn't even sign up for the first Alpha Lab, I think. Well, I'm an idiot. Will you watch the trailer after the wall brawl? Yeah, sure. Why not? It shouldn't take too long. I might have forgotten to fucking sign up for the fucking Alpha Lab or Beta Lab or whatever the fuck it's called. Gee, I kind of wanted to play some 2x KO, man. They already give out the invites? Uh-oh. I might have done it silly. It's okay, when the game comes out in 2029, I'll play it, for sure. I am interested in Mr. Tuco Salamanca. Though I hope they put sets in that shit. I need a grappler. They don't have a grappler yet. Why is there no grappler? When will you wear wigs? Invites went out yesterday? Fuck. Well, then I don't think so. So I think I think I might have just like straight up not signed up. Good spot dodge. Well done. Balls. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Yoinks from full screen. I don't think it's good even when it doesn't do that. What are you talking about? The call reversal is good except when it clashes with projectiles. Thank God it's frame 8 though. Yeah, I think it's always bad. I saw, was it Heko? Someone sent me a clip of Abel was doing flight in the corner against Vakala. And she did DP and he command grabbed her and her DP just straight up missed his command grab.
Battle 2. Engage.
One of the saddest interactions in the entire game is Ladiva just like headbutting Vakala and Vakala DPing on Ladiva's headbutt pressure because that's what you're supposed to do, and then her DP just loses. It feels like it happens more often to Vakala than Matera too. I'm not sure why. Even though they should be the same reversal essentially. They both start up frame 8 and they're both projectiles, but must be like the hitbox difference. By the way, where are the Sandys? I don't know. People don't fucks with him, man. At least I'm consistently 9th, I fucking guess. That's the spirit secret. Look on the bright side. Some people consistently O2. Are you dead? 15k, 1 brave point? No, not quite, damn. Old mid Shoto Sandy. I thought it was really fun. I like playing Sandy a lot. I think he's decently good too. We were all expecting more out of him. I guess everyone expected him to be released Beatrix, right? And then he wasn't. And honestly, I think he's like really like well designed. But I guess people wanted him to be released Beatrix. I'd pay 50 buckaroos and a goat soul for a sample farm buff. I don't know, brother. I don't think I want him buffed. I don't think I want him to be top tier necessarily. Right? Sandy's in top 1, undiscussed, correct. I've run into a few Sandys in ranked. I've noticed they weren't really using the elements. Yeah, I think the safest way to play him is just to stick in light most of the time, right? That is maybe the sad part about him. I do think the elements are very good, but the drawbacks they come with are really hard to play around generally without feeling like you are maybe taking too much of a risk. I want Anila buffs. Hee hee. So true. So funny to me how exactly no elements just meta with Sandy, and it's very unintended. I still am not so sure that it's actually meta. I think it's the simplest way to play him, the simplest, safest way to play him, right? Maybe it's also the best way to play him, but I'm not quite certain that that's actually the case. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels to me like it probably just ends up being, you know, like the best way to play him if you just want to get results immediately. If he ends up having like a, you know, a devoted community of character developers, then maybe it ends up not being that way. I see enough JP Xenophons using elements to not believe that. Again, I think it's the safest way. Like, for example, you know, Zippy playing him like that in Arc World Tour made a lot of sense. If you need to play Xenophon a month after he comes out and fight the best players in the world, that is probably like the lowest investment, highest reward way to play him, right? But I feel like while the elements, you know, figuring out when the best time to be in them and when it's worth the risk reward and when it isn't, that's complicated, I think. But the elements are very good, and Element Sandalphon is better than Light Sandalphon, right? So I think that if the character gets developed a little bit more, I can't imagine that the best way to play him is to stay in light all the goddamn time. Now, if it is, there's a bit of a design problem for sure, right? I don't think you should buff the elements if that's the case, though. I think that'll make them too good. I think probably you can, like, maybe you can buff the elements. You can do like a Vera install thing, basically, right? Buff element Sandalphon and nerf installs, nerf non-element Sandalphon. Go from there. Who's gonna develop Sandalphon? Nobody's developing Sandalphon? Well, oh well then, right? If literally everyone ends up dropping his ass, then sure. But most characters end up with like some, like even characters that no one plays ever, end up with usually like a small devoted group of people who play them, right? So if Sandalphon does become like the only character who literally no one plays, then like fuck, I guess you got me. I don't think that's true necessarily. I think it's needlessly hyperbolic. Oh shit! I thought how Ra was gonna catch them actually, but no. There's less recovery on that spike than I gave it credit for. Just like Uno, just because people don't play him doesn't mean that character isn't insane. Well, that's not quite what I'm referring to, but yeah. Feels like no element and use the best element for the matchup is how some people want to try playing him. Yeah, I mean, there's usually always an element that is, no one is playing one of the most popular characters in the gacha. Sounds weird. Yeah, I am a little surprised. I genuinely do think that, people just expected him to be way more broken, right? Certainly, like, the messaging that was going on, like, even the messaging that I got and that I kind of perpetuated as well was just that, like, listen, man, Sandalphon's broken in every fucking, like, Grand Blue IP thing he shows up in, so surely he'll be broken here, too. Now, I, myself, am happy that he's not. I don't think that, you know, I don't think I want, like, a release Beatrix ever again, right? But I think in a weird way, people were, like, strangely disappointed that he was fine, right? He's like top 1% in character usage they put out too, so he's being played, just not in brackets. I mean, to be fair, that was like the fucking couple weeks he came out, right? So it's funny how people were so confident saying he was going to be top tier because he's the golden boy, but then this happened. I mean, I still will say, I don't think, like, I know Kill thinks he's ass. I have, like, he's been the, but like, I don't think he's that, I don't think he's that far off, honestly, right? I don't think Sandalphon is super far from being top tier. Right? He's like Siegfried level at worst. I think Sandalphon is one tier below that personally, right? I don't think it was like a ridiculous bro Siegfried. I think so. I don't think Sandalphon's that bad, man. Hell no, Siegfried has stuff. Sandalphon doesn't have stuff. Kill was like Kill was the one person I saw being like, bro, please buff this guy. So he's a different kind of beast. Sandalphon is a stale bred white girl. Sandalphon is fucking ass. That's not a real character. Yeah. So Kill's a little hyperbolic, right? Usually, like, when I hear Killvens like say things, I like take it, like, I compress it down like 50%, basically. You know what I mean? And then you get like a more reasonable take usually. He's a cool guy, but like he's a little hyperbolic in my experience. All right, so yeah, this is Mia and nothing. I've never seen a character with 0 win condition. So you think he's bottom 1 kill, right? Is that what you're saying? So you're saying Sam Lafon is bottom 1 his own tier bats? Like if you made a tier list, Sam Lafon is no? Then if he doesn't have a win condition, you're wrong, right? I think he's mid tier with no win condition? Bro, listen to yourself talk, brother. Listen to yourself talk and think about it again, right? A character with literally no win condition is a non-functional character, right? So what are you saying, Brick? A character who literally has no way to win the video game kill can't be anything but bottom 1. You're saying he has no win condition. I'm saying based on what you're saying, you must think that he's bottom 1 in his own tier. You can be a solid character with no way to win the video game? Solid buttons? It's like, you know, solid specials. This isn't win none of these are win. Like, you can't, like... He has no noticeable win condition. Interesting. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, brother. Bro, I feel like you're talking... You're saying the character has literally no way to win the video game, and I'm saying, so does that mean that he's really bad? And you're saying, no, he's mid, and then you're looking at me like I'm a crazy person. It's fine, though. Again. It is what it is.
Ladiva versus Vera.
Alright, nothing, and... So cute, boss.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Oh boy, Ladiva Fairy.
Engage.
Hitting the opponent with good skills and good buttons is a win condition, though? I mean, apparently it has to be something... I don't know. I don't know what kill defines a win condition as, but it's fun. The Ladiva art is horrendous. Yeah, the April Fool's icon, it's something else, man. A lot of them, honestly, I understand that they're, like, funny. Genuinely, I don't like looking at a lot of the April Fool's arts, right? Gamba father? Oh, shit. Listen, man, you want to Gamba on Ladiva Fairy? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why you gotta hurt me like this? How dare they make a toolbox character? 80 seconds, 0 brave points. Nothing, and Mia. She wants her off of her? Yeah. Oh, I mean... Like, a lot of people thought Sandy was going to switch elements mid-combo and do crazy combos with 3 or so different elements in a single combo. I mean, yeah. I will say again, like, the elements, like, the drawbacks, the fact that it is hard to get into the elements, and the fact that the elements, you know, really, like, torpedo his risk-reward, I think, like, that is basically the only thing holding him back, right? If you really could do shit like that, I don't know. I don't like looking at them, but I appreciate that they exist. Sandy's just too honest? I don't know, man. I was expecting Sandy to be like Monado Shulk? Yeah, exactly, right? Like, just like switching the elements and fucking shields, both, smash! Every character should have some unique Phoenix Explosion Chamber. I generally think that makes matchups more fun. I feel like an unblockable setup that also combos off his throw is pretty... That's kind of a Phoenix Explosion Chamber. But... Owie. Oh, good roll, and the punish. Wait, he's kind of. Wait, you're not dead, but he's kind of clean with it, honestly. We're going all the way to S++1 with JU. Doesn't sound honest. JU is not like actually really good button about him, right? But matchup is so funny for real. Sandy's fine, but not everyone can be top tier at the end of the day. I just think it's people seem like they're like talking about Sandy in a way that they don't talk about like any other. Like, for example, you know, I think Catalina is still one of the best characters in the game, basically, right? And that bitch has really good buttons and you know, like good specials for pressure and shit like that. She doesn't have no 50-50, right? She doesn't do anything. She just gets you to the corner and then bullies you with buttons. And off every hit, she gets good mid-screens to get to the corner, right? That's not, I don't know. There's a lot of characters who are quote-unquote, like, there's a lot of characters who the only dishonest thing about them is basically the reward on hit, right? Ow. You very well could die from another, I mean, you will die from another EXSPD here if you're not careful. God, I love Brave counter being minus in this matchup. Her win con is whiff punishing. With her good buttons, you say? You're saying because she has good buttons, she can whiff punish and then get high reward off those whiff punishes? What a strange and novel concept that having good buttons can be a win condition. Using a Lady Knight of Dishonesty, yeah. Pretty much. What a world.
Battle 2. Engage.
Kalena's dishonest, she says she can cook. True. Elena does have a strong penis explosion chamber when you BC5U. Honestly, how often do you see that shit come into play? When kind of like, right? I feel like at the end of the day, people, you know, they brave counter. A lot of people brave counter in like safer spots anyway, right? They brave counter 6XLs and shit like that. Having a panic attack vicariously through so cute. Why is Ladiva so scary? Yup. It's a good thing that Fairy got some buffs, because Ladiva's pressure got significantly spookier in this patch. Cat has dreamy eyes, so she deserves it. Honestly, spit your shit, King. Now, see, this is the other half of the penis explosion chamber, though, is there are rounds like this. If I knew there were going to be days like this, I would have stayed in the primordial soup, man. Right, there are, like, this matchup, you know, the shit we've been, whoa, but also, but also, like, Mia could very easily lose right here. Like, it's already, it's, okay. Because I was about to say, like, there are rounds like this, right? There are just rounds where Ladiva gets to, like, literally never gets to play the video game. But, like, if, like, that one Eularia just got, you know, guessed, like, got lucky on one Eularia, and suddenly that shit was, like, one guess away from death, potentially. Maybe two, depending on the starter, right? Nothing I need you to win. Bro does not want to fight Fairy. Fairy one-sided dominance to immediate death is a thing. Not that time, but it was close? Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, H, Larry? What a brave man. Okay, no brave points is pretty. Poggers here. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. Wait, you're not gonna, okay, I was gonna say, you're not gonna mess this up, are you? Close L623U with the goods? Well done. Nice little ender there. Optimal shit. We take those. Always, listen, I'm always biased for the Ladiva. Broken ass Ladiva? Dude, Ladiva's not, Ladiva's good in this patch. She's not, like, great, but she's good in this patch. Ladiva's good in this patch, for real, right? Her, the buffs to her pressure, like, just like safe jumps being buffed universally, is just so scary for her. Would you ever compete in Wall Brawl? Who the fuck would run the bracket? It's not like it's a hard thing to do, it's just that, like, I'm the guy here doing it. This is a crazy thing for me to say, but yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, Yago won the match with him and Shiro, right? I kind of fucking forgot. And this was nothing W. Based on the evidence I just saw, Ladiva Fairy is 5-5. Okay. Now hear me out, right? I've been saying this for a long time. Not that Ladiva Fairy is 5-5. I do think it is, even now, I think, even with Fairy's buffs, it's Fairy favor, but not like, I don't think it's insane. Ladiva's worst matchups have never, ever, the entire game's lifespan, they've never been the zoners, right? It's been, her worst matchups have always been like Catalina, you know, whatever big Shoto with good button is really good right now, right? Catalina, Belial, like, Jita back when she was really crazy, shit like that, right? Those have always been Ladiva's worst matchups. The zoners have always been like, you know, slight advantage. Maybe Fairy, you know, at some point, maybe Fairy on release was like pretty bad before Ladiva got a lot of other shit. Or no, honestly, yeah, no. A person was joking, but I'll never base my opinion of a matchup on one match. Correct. I'm not basing that on one match either. But yeah. Ladiva's worst matchups, in my opinion, have never been like Matera or Vicala or Fairy or whatever. It's always been motherfuckers like Catalina and Jita and Belial, stuff like that. I think Vayne Ladiva is my worst feeling matchup. I can respect that. I don't know why. I think it's because I don't respect Vayne as a character, like power level wise, right? But he never feels that bad to me, right? Like, I can probably acknowledge that it is losing, right? But he never feels like horrible to fight for me. I don't know why. I'm always like, I got a chance. This guy's so ass. You know, there's always a chance. But that's a totally valid take. I think there certainly can be rounds where you're just like, what am I doing? Why am I playing this video game, man? I hate that Vayne with his big ass halberd has smaller buttons than Cat. Listen. UL beats Ladiva too? That's correct, yeah. UL's mostly because one of Ladiva's biggest inherent weaknesses is that she's you know, she loses to like reversals and backdash, right? Really hard. Her pressure is full of like gaps, which inherently mean that, you know, the gaps are there to try to get you to mash something, so she can frame trap you and kill you or command grab you if you don't mash. But all of those gaps in her pressure means that, you know, it is very reversible, sometimes reactively so. And UL has 2 reversals and 2 backdashes, right? So, Brick is Percival confirmed, so good. To be fair, I'm counting backflip as, you know, one of each right there. It is essentially a reversal against Ladiva, and it is essentially a backdash against Ladiva. So UL is a rough matchup for sure. Like, UL can OS a lot of Ladiva's different pressure options with one special, whereas Ladiva needs to be hard calling out, like, specific, you know, like the thing you use to beat the backflip is not the same thing you're going to use to beat her DP or something like that. And the high reward pressure is high risk? Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Ladiva definitely should be weak to those kinds of things. But UL, I'm saying, is like in a unique position to take advantage of that, like, weakness in Ladiva's pressure. Rick is talking like he plays Ladiva? Now hold on a fucking second. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh. Hurry up! Haven't seen this in a while. You gotta spot the... You're an evil man. You know that? You're an evil man. They're clearly, well, like, trying to look out for chip options, stuff like that, like, waiting to see if they're gonna get, you know, if they can time you out, whatever. And you fucking walk up and instant overhead them? You do know she can cancel 214H? Who's she and who's you? Are you referring to Versusia or Fairy or Ladiva or UL? Or some other character who you just didn't mention by name? She? Yeah, all four people we're talking about here are also she. Oh. People love playing the pronoun game in Twitch chat, so I gotta guess what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah, she. So true. Farel. Is that my goat? Let's run about Versusia. She can cancel her 214H if she's got stock, right? She is her, obviously. That's my bet. Comment didn't keep my new lines. Excuse me. Bro's putting LaTeX in the shade. He's putting /N. Bro's writing his Twitch comment in Markdown. Oh my, no, my god. Are you dead? No, you're not dead. No, you wouldn't be. Were you dead if he... I think you were dead if he fucking Raking struck you there. Because he didn't have the meter to follow it up, but... I think Fairy might be the only character that can punish Versusia 214H even if she does the follow-up. Wait, is that real? The follow-up is what? -10, but like you're on the other side of the fucking screen? Thus thine knoweth my lord. Can SSBA that shit? Sometimes grapplers do get the high reward, low risk. And this one, Beware had a 1-frame armor SPD, but I get it's kind of in the rest of the moveset would be kept weak. Yeah. Yama's -11. Does Fairy Far M reach that shit? Interesting. I guess, yeah, because Fairy's Far M is 9 frames, right? And it's pretty fucking big. It does? What do you know? Wait, is Fairy the Versusia hard counter? It requires you to cancel into the follow-up after the first part. Not the second part. And with 214, you can get good damage off of it? What do you... Holy shit. The evil has been defeated. Asto tried to pick his counter-pick Versusia once again. Fairy woeing, indeed. Broken ass top 1 Fairy? His owner's got some crazy far L's? That's a good point, actually. It's only Vikala, really, who because, like... Yeah, Matera's far L is nuts. Fairy's far L is nuts. Vikala's far L is okay, I guess. I don't even know what it fucking looks like. I can't picture it right now, which is probably a good sign that it's not that good, but...
Get grabbed,
Dead Cat.
comma,
Thanks for the
nerd.
follow, by the way. Asto should have gone with Sieg, TBH. I like that idea. Alright. So that's a Yago, moving on, and Dragalia. Dragalia versus nothing. Vayne far L is great. What's the one where he does that? Is that far M? Like he kind of like does like this the quick like slash you in half thing in front of him, or is that far H? I think that's far M. What is happening here? Who is Dragalia? And why are they Dragalia? Why is Dragalia on Fairy, man? I guess it's the counter pick. L and H are slashes. It might be. I'm thinking of far H then probably. All right. What will I ever do? Yeah. Who will win? Nothing or Dragalia? Vicky far H is pretty good. Yeah. It's true. She talk on my Tua. Though her far H does extend her hurt box earlier than I thought.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Turns out that's Ladiva's way out of the Fellows Infinite. Good rolls. Black Ink, fucking Amaterasu ass fairy, man. Oh, I didn't update the overlay. L streamer. I see. If you cancel the Samsara after the first hit and your max range, it can be unpunishable. That's good to know. Okay. Oh, didn't respect BC? Didn't OS the BC? Ow. Where's Dragalia? He's the fairy. Who are you and what have you done with Dragalia? Oh no.
Battle 2. Engage.
Where's Flip? He can flip in some ways, in many ways. Many people are saying this. Remember that was air unblockable? Good times. Oh my, no, no. So unfortunate. Nothing is representing different options very well, right? Rolling, jumping, 6XLing. New lariats when he has the option, right? I think he's doing that whole video I made about like how people make mistakes fighting zoners, doing different things wrong and all that. He's kind of doing the exact opposite, right? He is very much representing all of his get-in options, like in a way that is a little confusing, right? It's got what you're supposed to do. He's got 100 meter here, so the guy has to be a little careful about being too ignorant with like some gespensts or even anything like that. Might get supered for his trouble. Ah, snuck it in there. Again, you know that's like nothing's got to be looking out for that right now. Just hit the one button super, get the SBA, and just kill her. But oh my God, the hard call. Farel. Ooh, just lets the Eularian rip. They guess command grab, they guess wrong, but he misses the hit confirm. Damn. One hit confirm away from glory. Very 6XH counts as a flip, that's true. One hit confirm away. You say losing doesn't go good on me? That's funny. Character swap? If the zoner genuinely has no clue what your plan is, you're halfway to winning? Yep. Oh, swapping to potato? Honestly, I'm now a Dragalia fan. I understand it. I understand why nothing would do it, but like I have to be a fundamentalist Ladiva and say that I you know, this makes me sad and therefore I'm now rooting for Dragalia. Potato time? Yep. It is based of him to use the Vern sword and the Vern colors, I will say. That's where my praise ends. Oh no. Haran Patat? Yep. You're dead, right? But surely? I don't know what this Charlotta combo is going to look like exactly, but yeah. Very dead. Am I not good enough?
Battle 2. Engage.
Christina V versus Christina V. The range, man. The range. Nobody is playing their mains. Secondary brawl. Oh, okay. Yeah, far L pretty good after that. I'm not going to punish it. Let's go all out. Very aggressive Brave Point usage. Wants to kill the potato before the potato can kill you. Uh-oh. He's going to regret it now, though. He might get SBA'd here. No, it's only SBA. Sure. Oh, fuck. Yeah, forever pure, forever racist. Nice and easy. And now Dragalia switches to Narmaya. Oh, I was gonna say now Dragalia switches to Narmaya and just like fights nothing on a character who isn't his main. 1,000 unconverted pokes upon thee. Yeah. I don't even know if I have a secondary at this point. Haven't touched Uno since 1.5. I don't know who my secondary would be if I had to pick one up. Maybe, I mean, Vasaraga or Sora's probably. I played Vasaraga yesterday for the first time in like 7 months. And then Sora's, I haven't really sat down and had a whole session with in a while either. Who's your main? This is just rude, Fatty. You know. And I will not entertain this with further discussion. UL? Yeah, that's right. That's why I keep stealing Benjamin's Layul. He played Sora's against me yesterday. That's right. The score update? So true, bestie. It's 1-1. What the fuck? L streamer, dude. He plays whatever chat dictates. That's right. My main is democracy. Sandy main, clearly. True, that's why I was caping for him so hard earlier. Fairy dominance. Let's go. Let's go, Fairy. Hey, oh, the low? Got hit by the Akuma slicing foot. My main is $5 USD. Shit. You wouldn't just fucking kill them, dude. Nice block on the Brave counter. Uh-oh. Yeah, Miguel using his Brave points very liberally. But I like the idea. Just, you know, bet on yourself that you can just keep them from ever getting back in. Doesn't matter if you have one Brave point, if they can never touch you again. Put yourself in that position, but maybe that confidence will not be rewarded here. Good 6XL DC, right? Very safe spot. The Brave counter on those 6XLs can't be converted into anything, can't be canceled into anything, can't be baited in any way. As long as you recognize that a 6XL hit you and you Brave counter in time, it's a guaranteed non-counter hit, but at least a guaranteed get off me. Never was one for secondaries, and the kind of person to find a main in the game and get obsessed with that character tends to be someone with either big buttons or who can pollute the screen. Well, I mean, you know, Vakala's almost both of those. She definitely pollutes the screen. She's got some big buttons. That UDP into GG, godlike. Fucking hell rat, man. Nothing broke my heart so much as got me rooting for the Fairy. Who causes the most pollution? Is Percy burning anything? Like, is he actually burning anything to create the fires? Because, like, he might cause a lot of smog and shit, theoretically. Lawayne, maybe? True. He's definitely not holding his garbage with him until he gets to a trash bin, right? Eustace? Does his gun let off a bunch of smoke? Lawayne for sure. The call on good RNG, otherwise Lawayne. If I like the game, I should try to play everyone with 1 or 2 characters in particular that I keep going back to. That's fair. Also, Potato? The Potato luck? Percy uses aura as fuel, and because he has unlimited aura, his fires never run out. I think by definition, you have to burn something to create fire. Have you considered, you fucking nerd, that it's Grand Blue Fantasy and not Grand Blue Real Life World? I mash BC and get rewarded? It happens, man. That's called a gap, I think. I believe we refer to that as all skill. That's just me, though. In my house, we call that being better. All right, Kazen Kai and JF. It's one of them first to 3s. I need as much of the screen to be hitbox as physically possible. Would pick Lawayne, but those normals are minuscule. Fair enough. You are dog shit, good sir. The power of potatoes is too strong. Justice will prevail. Yep. These people are so good they can get top 8 on their 20th dairy. I do not have a master Ladiva yet. Come to think of it, you should try. In my experience, if Ladiva is not your first master character, she's gonna be really easy to get there because yeah, the character benefits a lot. She's definitely a steamroll type character. Think they do a super easy master? I agree. Forever racist. In my experience talking about Ladiva, what the fuck are you saying, man? Why? Why? Why am I being bullied? Nobody at S++ knows how to deal with SPD. I think the big thing is Ladiva, like, there's a big difference when you, like, fight someone and they wake up in the mid-screen and they, like, block or they jump or something. You're like, oh, or they mash. You're like, okay. I always have, like, the existential dread reaction when I fight someone on Ladiva and I knock them down in the mid-screen and they wake up and they backdash. I'm like, ah, fuck. They know this is gonna be hard. When they when every fucking time they wake up on Oki in the mid-screen, they backdash, I go, well, it's gonna be a fun set. Nothing. Let me set up the Gamba for JF and Kazen Kai real quick. JF, Kazen Kai. I think you said one time that Ladiva, Fairy, and Abel are the best characters until you get to S++. Something like that. They're significantly better than they are in higher ranks, at least. Right.
How much pain can your body withstand before your mind breaks apart?
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
I think Ladiva, Charlotta, and Sora's mains are all interchangeable since they just run at people, do some BS, and are constantly looking at their health and thinking this is winnable. Honestly, I'm down with that. I'm down for the Full Metal Alchemist handshake on that. It's not losers quarters, this is winners finals. Winners finals. Vayne is good until you get to fucking A rank, bitch ass Vayne. Wow, that's, you know, surely not. And soon Willness mains, maybe? True. That might be my fucking secondary, man. If he's just Vasaraga plus Soras, that you know, problem solved. DLC Vasaraga and Soras, just like Vasaraga with like Vasaraga's armor with Soras' like move speed. Vasaraga damage with Sora's neutral skips. Now we're fucking talking, man. Give me my top one immediately. Oh, not like this. I was gonna have 20k health. That's right. And 70% damage reduction at all times.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh. Brazil's best JF. Yep, getting comedian grabbed. It happens to everyone, man. If it can happen to JF, it can certainly happen to my dumbass. If any of the DLC are even a little grappler, I'm adding to my roster. Yeah, I'm so excited for Wellness for that reason. I think he's like, there's a small chance that, yeah, I mean, he's probably at least big body DLC, right? Which I'm very happy to hear about. Voss X Soras, send me your Rex, so good. 10 out of 10, no notes. Well, he's out of there. What counts as a little grappler? Probably Hotaru from City of the Wolves. Got him. Get it? He's a grappler and also physically small. Beatrix and Percy in that combo? Nah. Vasaraga is... I mean, Vasaraga is like a little more than a little grappler, but... Did I say he? I meant to say she. But, yeah, Vasaraga is like a little more than a little grappler, but like... It's gotta be closer to the Vasaraga side of things and like the, yeah, like the Beatrix side of things. Wellness has a chance of being a grappler? Now that's dangerous. If he's like an actual pure grappler, then that's dangerous. I wouldn't think so, though. But we'll see. Mika might be a little grappler. Mika's a full grappler, right? Just a fast grappler. I'm hyped for Wellness. I agree. Oh. You know who's a little grappler is fucking Avatar Belial. That's like he's a little bit grappler. He feels like even his like non-command grab gameplay feels very similar. And he's got what? The second most command grabs of any character at 2. It's Kazen Kai, my favorite Vanguard DNF duel player. Is that Evo DNF duel Evo champion Kazen Kai? He's talking size-wise, just a little grapplery. I made the joke about size-wise, but I'm talking, yeah, like a little bit grappler adjacent. Abel's a little of everything except health. That's true. Versusia is very damaged, but Abel is not very health. That's correct. Gallion ain't gonna be a grappler because I'm gonna grapple her. She better not be, because I will never dodge that command grab. Right? I will guess strike every single time. If Gallion has a command grab, I'm literally never, even if I have a hard read, they're gonna grab me. I'm getting hit by that shit. Okay? So she fucking better not, for the sake of my win rate. Mika in Under Knight is 100% dedicated rushdown? Wait, Mika in Under Knight? I thought you were talking like Rainbow Mika from Street Fighter. I'm like, that's a grappler, bro. This is a fast grappler. Like Kotaru. Oh. Armika's my goat. I love her butt cheeks. One of my favorite parts of her. Thought you were saying Mika from the horror game with a bunch of Mikas? What is this? Miku Daio? There's a horror game with a bunch of Mikas? What the fuck are you talking about? Wrong Mika? I guess so. Yeah, Charlotte's a little grappler. If you crouch demon flip, you are in fact racist. I think that's fair. I would agree. It's called fake Mika some shit. There's a bunch of different versions of Mika. Who's Mika in this case? Versions of Mika. Who's Mika? Is it like... What character is this? And you find them and they scare you? That's fair. It was a creature feature featuring the creature. The bitch in the game? Oh, okay. Rainbow Mika is the one grappler I would play because she is hot and I have a twin tail fetish. I think it's, you know, fair enough. Honestly, I like the honesty. B-side Mita? What the fuck are you talking about? It's okay, man. It's okay. Chat. I'm sure whatever you're saying, Faffy, I'm sure you're spitting. I just have no idea what the fuck it is. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh, good conversion, too. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely an intentional counter hit 2H, right? Counter hit 2H into the, oh, I had to spend the brave point there. He was fucking dead. Counter hit 2H into EX tackle for the wall bounce for the B. Damage? Why? No, not like this. Oh. Ah, comedian grab, man. Let me win the next wall brawl. My video idea will be an M-side playthrough. I don't know what that is. Umbrella is a little and the grappler, but not a little grappler. We need more grapplers with the grabs just eating the opponent alive. Sounds like the one guy from Samurai Showdown. Who eats people. Okay, clean cut. Oh, yeah, you only roll that if you're close to him, right? Then your roll recovers in time. You cross him up right away and your roll recovers in time to get a close H. From further away like that, I believe it would have been a better option for JF to just like forward jump and come down on him with like a JH or something. Oh boy. So I'm trying to see the big body cook, but also Kazen Kai has been on something on this Beelzebub today. So I'm very torn. Okay. Oh my god. He really wanted to make sure his ass did not match. You technically... Oh, you're dead. Well, you are, right? Oh yeah, you are. Oh, that's my bad, big dog. Oh my god, that's an interesting conversion. My lord. Yeah, you are very dead. That's on me. My bad. It is a first to 3. We got a little bit. I believe it's 1-2 right now. I have not been updating the scoreboard at all. I believe it is 2-1 right now. Optimals for real. The raw you tackle and all that shit. 2-1 JF, yeah. Bub's armor looks so cool. I love it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a good conversion, too. It's a bit of an awkward distance for the 2H to hit right there. Yeah, Vossrock has a pretty good answer to... If he's got Soul Forge up, he has a pretty good answer to Bubs just walking around Unisonic, right? Just hitting 5U will just send him straight to hell. It's got to stop happening. He's doing everything so well, but these spot dodges on the karmas are killing him. Ooh, 2U because he was a little bit higher up there, so he had a little bit more time. It was in the mid screen as well, so he got the good wall bounce. Kind of fucked up the rest of the combo though. Sure. So Forge gets. Ah, that's a lot of damage. He's dead. Yeah. That's even more damage, obviously, if that hits you rather than gets blocked. I think it's like 4,000 damage or something. Both you tackle anti-air. I like it. It's very very good. Oh, well. Oh, charges the M tackle, but actually doesn't get the meaty. Funny enough. Okay, jump back. Better than nothing here. Better than just like getting hit or blocking it. Fighting. Okay. Oh my god, he was a couple of inches away from getting fully intentionally anti-air raging strikes right there, but he avoids that fate. You know, all I'm seeing right now. I was gonna say all I'm seeing right now. Oh my god. Not like this. Nah, what is this fucking combo? Okay, he's fine. He's not fine. He's dead, man. Oh. What I was gonna say is that all I'm seeing right now is Kazen Kai creeping ever closer to that command grab. That 100-meter. But we never got to see the day. I swear the boss 2-2H cooldown feels shorter than average. I think it's because it's so... Maybe, but I think it's more so that shit is so impactful every time it comes out. They're just like, this fucking thing again? Closing the set versus JF is the hardest part. Yeah, I mean, JF on his way to closing the set right now. Oh, I think he could have. That wasn't a punish. Yeah, he could have jumped again right there. That grab do be kind of slow. Now there's an answer. Didn't get the good conversion off it, but that'll certainly do it. More than enough damage in the tank here from the big boy to end it with the air command grab. Nice and easy. 3-1 JF. Steam Train Man. He's fine, he's not fine is the most Voss commentary I've ever heard commentated. Yep. It's like, oh, he's actually winning this round. He's creeping ever closer to his win condition, looking pretty good. Oh, he's dead. Boy, I sure do love Vasaraga. The strongest B rank in fucking history, man. Nah, I'd win. Does JF also not play ranks? No, JF is a Grandmaster Vasaraga, but I think this is on PlayStation, maybe. 3-1 JF. So now he gets to sit there in Grands and await, oh boy, Fairy, Ladiva, Beelzebub, Vasaraga. What a top. All we're missing is the Cagliostro. So let's get Iago and Nothing in here now. This is our final first of two between these two fellas right here. And the winner of that is going to go to losers finals, fight Kazen Kai, and the winner of that obviously gets the run back with JF. Good set. I agree. Soulforge the suck, smart answer. Yeah, I mean, once Vasaraga has Soulforge, his answers to a lot of Beelzebub stuff get a lot better, right? It just becomes 5U just kind of beats everything at that point. It's like suck, 5U. Unisonic, 5U. Any sort of jump in, 5U. Mashing on my pressure, 5U. Soulforge 5U is a really nice option for Voss. Because it's, you know, relatively low risk. It is -6 on block, but oftentimes you'll be pushed out far enough to be safe. And it's pretty high reward. He gets like full auto combo starters. JF was top 5 in crystals last season, I'm pretty sure. Like not Voss, just overall. Yeah. He certainly does play ranked, but I think that's the PlayStation account. So he don't be doing that shit. I just got one of my friends messaging me right now, like apropos of nothing. I've obviously not been talking to them because I've been streaming. They messaged me, they're like, when you say 5 out of 10 times to the wolf, do you mean without weapons or tools? I'm like, yeah. Why is he B rank? PlayStation account, I assume. That he doesn't play ranked on.
Believe in victory.
Because once you hit master, you can't go back, right? Unless you're on a second account. In fact, once you hit A rank, you can't go back to B rank. Okay, Nothing, and... Iago. Crimson Chili. This is losers semis. Nobody sucks Voss without consent. Honestly based, man. Bad touch, bad touch. Alright, let's get a little Gamba going real quick. Oh my god, Iago and Nothing. Now they're going in with the Charlotta right away this time. does not believe in the Ladiva. Therefore, I'm rooting for Mr. Garrites. He's grapplery. Yeah. Oh! The backdash catch. The instinct is still there. He wouldn't run up DP, would he? Ah. I was in my brain. I was on Gremlin mode. I really was like the number one option right here is run up UDP. But ain't nothing. We're on the same wavelength, man. It just don't work like that. Sure. Yeah. Oh, you can, yeah, I believe you can spot dodge. If you spot dodge Fairy doing the H wheel like that, I believe you get a punish. Is that right? I always forget which one of the versions of that you can spot. Yeah, that one, I think. One of the versions of that you can spot dodge and it does funny things to her, but this is punishable, but not for Fairy, I think, right? That shit is -6. So, Fairy's 2L won't reach, and her 5L is even after the buff, 7 frames. So you just gotta get her off her.
Believe in victory. Battle.
But I believe that shit is punishable by most other characters. If you got like a decent far L. That's 1-0 Yago, by the way. Yeah. It is fun to think that Fairy does have an infinite if it wasn't. I mean, a lot of characters probably do, but she has a very simple infinite if it wasn't for combo limit. It's going like far L, 236L, far L, 236L. Forever and ever. The world's slowest infinite kill. Good bait. No way!
Battle 2. Engage.
Sure. Whole lot of jumping going on, whole lot of yipping. So I heard. That's a new one. So yeah. He Brave countered the far M or whatever hit him right there, I forget. But the Brave counter invincibility lasted long enough to go through the Gespenst, which then just basically meant that he basically like, you know, turbo spot dodged it up close. Yeah, no, for sure. Charlotte got a punish after whiffing BC? Yeah, because it invulned through the Gespenst. And then he was plus enough to punish. That's certainly something. Charlotte's Vern sword is kind of cursed looking, I won't lie. Now, don't you talk about my boy like that. Don't you talk about my good dragon boy.
Battle 3. Engage.
Eat this! Ow. Sure. Oh! Good roll, man. Solid. Again, even, you know, whether he's playing Ladiva or Charlotta, nothing, again, he's representing these anti-zoning tools very well, right? Actively working his way in. Is that not punishable for her either? Because that... I could have sworn that, I always fucking forget this, that U Blanca Ball is punishable in the corner, no? I think it's -4, and it's only in throw range in the corner. So even Fairy, I think, can punish that there. It looks like a dead lizard on a stick. He's not a lizard, he's a dragon. How dare you? It is, you can back throw it in the corner? Yeah, so even Fairy, it's like a -6 thing. So that was a slight misplay by Mr. Garrites right there. I like Vern too, the sword looks he got stuffed or something? Yeah. You ball into the Hell Rat, tragic. Indeed. Oh, Hell Rat! Okay. I was guessing, like, it's so, I am happy to see Hell Rat fail, certainly, but I was very close to him just landing onto the GG and dying. Didn't quite end up working out that way, though. Yago, sending nothing out at 4th place right there. You are dog shit. Yes. You are dog shit, broken ass Fairy. And now that moves on to, I believe, a run back. Kazen Kai versus Yago right here. Nothing still to go. It's true. Balling into off-screen GG. Isn't Vern like canonically god tier powerful? I think so, right? He's like some sort of astral super. He's like 1/3 of Bahamut or something like that. There's some shit. Vern becomes god tier powerful on April 1st. He beat my ass, man. I couldn't do it. Let's get Kazen Kai back in here. See this restaurant? He's on the game, but he's ducking my ass still. Still have not run that first at 10. Can you believe this fucking guy? I gotta pee. Give me 1 minute. Okay, hold on. Now I get to fight Regalia Fairy again. What do you mean by this? Are you double bracketing? Man, I would kill for that far L. Yeah, Fairy's far L. Far L, far L, far L, far L. No one told this guy it was a no piss bracket.
Ladiva. Vasaraga.
Vasaraga. I think something else I want to try because I'm not sure, but I believe that her U headbutt also beats U tackle, right? Though again, I mean U tackle at this point is armor. It used to be guard point. Even when it was guard point, I think it lost to U headbutt. I believe. Yeah. But even when U tackle was guard point, I think it also lost to this. This armor is like the worst armor he's got anyway, so this should also lose, I presume. Yeah. So you have, but it beats like every Vasaraga option. So true, dude. I wish we don't need it necessarily, but like I wish this button wasn't so fucking weird. Like off counter at 668, if you get a point blank like this, you get far H into a pickup. So sure, but like otherwise, it's so finicky. Like you have to hit it so meaty to get anything in the mid screen, right? Like if you do like this, you can get EX tackle. You have to hit on like one of the last active frames, or EX lariat rather. There you go. Like this, you can get EX. Ooh, I think I could have there. I think I fucked it up. You can get U from somewhere in the mid distance, but it's much easier to get the U tackle. It's much easier, but I'm still ass. There you go. I got it. It's a lot of damage when you do get to combo off this thing, so like fair enough. Maybe you know, maybe it should be situational, but I do wish it was slightly less weird. Can you try charge stance U? Well, first off, Yago's here, so let's not do that. Oh, I see. Yeah, we can see, we can hold it and see if it still beats it. I think it should though. Yeah, I think it's just like armor loses to unblockables, right? Plain and simple. Kazen Kai, and this is losers finals. It's a 1st to 3. Our penultimate set right here.
Battle 1.
Losers finals. God. There we go. Overlay updated, that's right. Oh, the names are on the wrong side, actually. The cheese is under the sauce. There we go. What's happening over here? I looked over and he's already pissing him off. Show true, does. Yeah, is that not dead? Wow, that's not dead, huh? This fairy character is funny, man. I mean, that's why, you know, her 50-50 is it's a 50-50, but what? Yeah,
Battle 2.
7,800 is pretty nice. I'm pretty sure I could have done a little better there too. Oh my. That is quite the 2H you've got there, Mr. Elzebub. Not a big conversion though. Yago kind of squandering the DP punish opportunity there. The draw opportunity. Oh wow. You know, I mean, that is really the big thing. Is now that your DP, or now that your BC rather, is minus on block, slightly minus but not punishable on block, it is just another window where you can go slight minus frames into DP or slight minus frames into super, right? But Kazen Kai is the animal. He is the serial killer. He knows what you might want to do. If you want to play like a madman, he already been knew. He thunk it already before you even had the thought even germinate in your soul. I believe in Yago. This is a run back of a set that I believe Kazen Kai won. At the very least, he fought one of the fairies in the bracket. I can't remember if it was Yago or Mia. I think it was Yago though. And it did go pretty soundly in his favor, if I remember correctly, earlier today. So let's see if Yago can get the adaptation. He outsmarted your outsmarting? More like he outstupided your outstupiding. But the Char of Bubs? Yeah. Kazen Kai has been playing like an absolute villain today. So honestly, I am just kind of rooting for him because I just want to see more of whatever the fuck he's cooking up. Whatever the fuck he is on. Bro smoked the shit that, you know, the Tekken 8 devs were on before they released the patch. Are you dead? I think so, right? Yeah. Okay. I do sleep on the fairy damage just a little bit. It's a little bit higher than I give it credit for, certainly. If anything, that means Yago is the Char of fairy. Perhaps. Or of Vera. Or... No, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, Yago is the Char of fairy. It's not an incorrect take either. Kaz is cooking. He's kind of got cooked, so we'll see if he can bring it back here. Good roll timing. It is kind of hard to find the timing to spot dodge both of those needles, but the rolls makes it a little bit easier, right? Because you are like you're traveling in the opposite direction, so you get through them a little quicker. Missed the 2H on the Indiana Jones. My fucking god. Good confirmed there on that little needle poke. That was so much damage. Off this, like, you know, one tap into U skill right there. It's what no Brave Points does to a motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, the teleport is a good way to not have to deal with the ball. Honestly, I feel like... Oh, god. I feel like Kazen Kai takes those, right? If you teleport, you don't have to deal with the ball. Even if Yago is on the... Oh, god. Half damage. It was on cooldown. You wouldn't. Come on. Don't do it to him again. Yeah, really tough to find the timing to spot dodge both of those. I think a timing exists, but it's, like, nearly frame perfect, right? Rolling it, certainly easier. But, what the fuck was I saying earlier? Hold on. Oh, yeah. If you teleport, you don't have to deal with the ball, which is, like, very catastrophic. And even if Yago is ready, he just spent the 100 meter doing the ball, right? So, like, Fairy's not going to get, like, some crazy mid-screen damage punishing your teleport if she has no meter. So it's actually a really good choice for Bubs to just do, right? For him to just, like, teleport, well, I mean, right there, maybe not. But, like, post the Awesome Super, post You're Pissing Me Off, post Stand Still You're Mine. It's a pretty good option, I think, for Bubs. Nice spot dodge catch. Not a ton of damage, but gets him some priority. I mean, you really can't let Yago get another turn here. Yep. The second situation kind of reminds me of that Rising was considered... Rising was considering 30 frame tech windows during one of the betas. Yeah, I mean... The game was already too defensively skewed on launch, right? So... I'm very glad that throws were not reactable. Or, like, at least very easily reactable. Some people will tell you throws are reactable right now. I don't quite think that's true. But... Oh, good bait. It's gonna be, you know, an okay amount of damage, fairy-wise. I was gonna say, more importantly, it'll set him back up in some more GG nonsense, but it looks like he dropped the combo a little bit there. No Brave Points. Oh, no, man. Oh, no conversion, though. Hold on. Much easier to spot dodge both of those when you're that close. That spot dodge might have actually gotten fucked over by Karma, but it doesn't matter, because Hellrat always got Fairy's back, always there to save the day, or ruin the day of whoever the fuck is on the receiving end of it, unfortunately. Minus $50? Yeah, that's one of the funnier names in there. It's unfortunate. I heard that first 10 was pretty close, though, right? Him and, it was him and Yoza, right? I think it was like 9-10 or something like that, for, that Yoza won it. Could be worse. Oh. Is this a good matchup? On launch, I think it was fine. 6XL was nuts, and U-skills were insane. It was just after they shot both of those that BC ruled over the Mortal Realm. I think Brave Counter was still better than, like, Brave Counter was still, like, incredibly strong to the point that, you know, like, once those got nerfed, yes, it got even more so, but even on launch, I think the game, like, defense was pretty strong in the game just by virtue of the fact that Brave Counter was, you know, what it was. Does Bubs change his name, or is there's just two good Bubs to start with a K? I don't know who the other one you're referring to is, but this is Kazen Kai is Kazen Kai. I agree, Dirter. Vayne has a mop. Is he gonna clean up Fairy? Is this a good matchup? I mean, it's sure off to a good start, but fun fact, the longer tech windows BlazBlue gives, if you throw someone in hits, Blockstun are still shorter than Beta Rising. Yeah, 30 frames is insane, right? 30 frames is just, like, if you want to make throws reactable, make it like 20 or like 19 or something. It's a weird matchup, but generally even. Interesting. Well, it's not off. I was gonna say it's off to a great start, but now it officially is kind of turned around. It kind of feels like Ladiva Mirror. Whoever gets offense first is winning. Like hugely, immensely. It's like a 9-1 once someone has someone in the corner. Beppo! Up dog. I believe in the comeback, Kaz. He's run out of time. The window is closing. The ball is approaching. Good Beppo, last second, Bart. Oh my god, that shit caught him out of the throw bait? Speaking of 30 frame windows, multi versus buffer on second launch. Bro, he's already dead. It should be death, I think, right? Yeah, into whatever. Yep. I mean, listen, the Vayne counterpick, it was doing, Vayne has a back air dash. His JU was an air stall, basically. I think he can also go out of the JU into his little, you know, spinny, his helicopter fellow. Honestly, bro, shout out Kazen Kai. He was very fun to watch today. I don't know what the fuck he, like, snorted before he joined the bracket, but it was incredibly entertaining. Seeing Kaz on Vayne was interesting. Yep. All right, so now it's, I believe, this is our run back of winners finals, right? It was Yago. No, it was Kazen Kai JF. No, I lied. Yeah, Kazen Kai was the one who was coming from winners finals. Yeah. So now it's Yago JF for all the marbles. Wait, is my seeding goated? Hold on. Oh, I got it wrong. Fuck. No, I got it super wrong. Wait, who did I have seeded second? Oh, Shiro. So true. Yeah. My seeding is not, in fact, goated. It is trash and ass. Unfortunate, but the way of the world, I fear. Let's go, Yago. I mean, Crimson Chili. DBFZ went the other direction where throws were 19 frames startup. Yeah. I mean, because you didn't need, like, throws were more like they were like a dust, right? You did not need unreactable throws to open people up in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Acceptable seeding? I think so. I think I'm getting better at this shit. It is my 100th tournament at this point. I fucking better. So, what's going on, Zachariah? Is JF's lobby avatar just Lyria? The brick intuition is perfect. I'm kind of like the fucking best to have ever done it. I'm not sure if you're aware. Alright, so, who will win? Last Gamba of the day right here. Yago or JF. Remember, Yago is coming from losers, and this is not will there be a reset, it's who will win. So if you bet on Yago, keep in mind that you are betting on him, you know, winning both of the sets back to back right there. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying keep it in mind. GG's, y'all. See you next time. GG's, Kaz. Again, it was very fun to watch today. You should join more of these. Did any demo player win a wall brawl? You mean like a free version player? I don't think so. You have Arc World Tour at home again? Yeah. I don't think we've had a free version player win before. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we have Arc World Tour LCQ at home once more. This is BPAW versus BSG, but close your eyes and tilt your head sideways a little bit. People playing free version can't join, technically, because they can't join the rooms. Okay, no, but I remember this. We've had people in free version. Specifically, I remember it was Fred. Back before Fred was a paid UL player, he was a free-to-play Granathan. And I remember moving to open lobbies for him, and some other person, too. Field trip days? Yeah. But I don't think Fred ever won a bracket while on free-to-play Granathan modes. There was some other person, too, but I forgot now. Yeah, they can join. We just used to go to the lobby. I remember chat, maybe they wanted me to go to the lobbies even for people who could join rooms. They just like the field trip, but you know, the thing about you know, it is not that it lasts forever that makes a thing special. There are cathedrals everywhere for those with eyes to see, you know. We haven't had a field trip in a long while. It's true. We have no free-to-play joiners, man. I gotta again. If Fukuhara puts swimsuit Galleon, right? If he puts Virgin Killer Sweater Galleon in the Battle Pass, then I'm gonna make 17 videos advertising Grand Blue and the free version and the sale that's going on right now. But he has to meet my demands first. Ow. Okay. Oh, tried to catch her with the U fireball a little bit too early though. Sure. There. This is, I mean, there's a lot of hits that Yago has to get here to win. He has to be right like 3 or 4 more times to actually end this round, but it's in an advantage spot for him right now. Summer Galleon Battle Pass is pretty likely, but what about Virgin Killer Sweater Galleon, though? Thoughts? Brick, how's Granblue Fantasy Mobile? I missed the stream. It was fun. I've been playing a little bit in my free time as well. I think we're probably going to play more of it on Saturday, honestly. I think there's still a lot more to chew on there. Feel the burn! As long as they don't cover her up like they did Forever Punished Zoe. Yeah. Gotta grind Gramble this summer and win a bracket with Gran. Yeah, be our first free-to-play Demolisher. I think her anniversary skin looks better, but I know we'll do swimsuit for the goons. It's me. Hi. Hello. Hi. I'm the goons. That's me. That's me. Do it for me, Fukuhara. Do it for me. Anniversary skin Galleon is also. Yeah, honestly, fair. I don't know what it looks like, but I'll take any Galleon I can get, brother. Oh, that was a weird hit. Didn't end up getting the EX tackle extension, which would have basically killed Yogg. Oh my god, the command grab on the 1 BP. That command grab does like 3,300 damage, I think. If you technical input it, so with that 20% extra, that's a nice chunk. I don't know what she did to the gacha, but Psy Games apparently has her on their eternal shit list. Oh no. Why? Rick's a goon, who's your boss? Also me. I am my own boss. I got it on the ground floor, and so can you. All you have to do is give me $500, and then if you find 2 more people and convince them to give you $500, then you've made $1,000 and you made back your original investment, man. It's so fucking easy, right? And then think about it, right? And then, okay, so you're gonna have to give me, of that $500 that they give you, you're gonna have to give me like 10% of that. Let's call it 10%, right? So like, fair enough. But even still, you still made a profit. And then when those 2 guys, if they go get 2 more guys each, and each of those guys gives them $500, right? Then those guys, right? They give you, right? They'll give you like $100 each. You've made $200 extra. You're not even doing anything. Your money is making money for you, man. Also, why is she fucking dead? I think I know like, I'm comfortable with a very like real and good idea for a business model here, but like why did Fairy, where'd she go? Anyone know? Wasn't there a Fairy on screen just a second ago? How odd. Vasaraga really can't do anything versus Fairy, SMH, yep. Broken ass Fairy and honest bottom tier Vasaraga. What's he supposed to do? Brazil? Oh, that makes sense. 3-7 matchup. 3 balls versus 7 balls. Vasaraga has 3 testicles because Grinoth made him grow an extra one. And then GG has 2. And Fairy has 1. And Updog has 2. And Wilson has 2. Oh, it's not gonna work, brother. But it turns out the balls just weigh you down in combat. What if it's JF gapping? Perhaps. Usually the case. He jumped and Vasaraga said, so you've chosen death? Oh, she's dead again, by the way. She's fucking, I think, dead again, right? Yeah, you tackle. Oh, 1 hit off. Oh my god, but he just 2 M's. Casually sits there and watches you DP. He watches the gears turn in your head, the panic of the gerbil on the hamster wheel.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Got a life hyper armor? Yep. They're doing some anti-fairy things. I mean, it makes perfect sense for JF to be well-versed in this matchup, and honestly, all of them. Very strong player, right? You forget to blame the lag upon defeat. So true. Can't believe, you know, South America. Why did he even let you guys into this bracket? Couldn't even see my screen. He was teleporting. The matchup is that bad if Lost knows what they're doing, since his reward is, if he's right, is pretty good. Yeah. It's probably a better matchup than Ladiva Fairy, and Ladiva Fairy is not that bad. Jeff fights Raz a lot. That makes sense. Imagine spending 100 meter for just 1 ball. Is this the patriarchy I keep hearing about? Yep, exactly. That's actually what they wrote. In the meeting of the evil patriarchy cabal, they said that, you know, for every 50 meter that a man spends, a woman has to spend 100 meter for the same number of balls. Kitchen promotion Galleon is back cutout sweater dress with a tiny apron. I'm Kuming. That's right. Okay, sure. Oh damn. My keep out, man. He got crushed there too. That wasn't just. He was trying to stick out a button there. It was a fake soul forge, right? Or a fake stance rather. Yeah, probably even blocking that if you don't get all the way to the corner, it's just so much corner carry just from blocking that shit. Dudes. The timings. Yeah, he's tried that a couple of times. I think he keeps mistiming it. Maybe Yago is coming down slower than he expects. But, oh, good Brave counter. Get pulled in enough to get the counter hit, not whiff right there. If he did that right away, he would have whiffed the Brave counter, right? So again, lots of very practiced answers to things here from Mr. JF. You Fireball could potentially just end Yago's entire existence, especially now that he's on chip. Yep. That you Fireball move is real damn good, certainly. Tournament point for JF. It's 2-0, by the way. I didn't update that yet. Tournament point for JF. Potentially here. Let's see if Yago can stay alive. Boss got the only sweep that can challenge fairies, and they gave him another instance. Yeah. It's 2U fucking gigantic. And yeah, this M follow-up, which they made bigger in 1.5, by the way. They made Vasaraga like sort of rear forward a little bit in the stance when he hits the M right there. Okay, yeah. Good DP, get him the fuck off you. He's Soul Forgeless. He's got meter, which is a problem. Chase him down. You Fireball is certainly, potentially, spooky here, but try not to be too predictable with it, I suppose. He has used it a lot. Tiago's definitely looking out for it. No stance, or no Soul Forge. Oh, very good answer to the ball, because now he just bounces off, doesn't have to deal with it. Fairy spent all that meter for nothing. Oh, is it bad? Yep. Oh, doesn't get the kill, though. Doesn't quite find the conversion. This is where you Fireball might make an appearance. Yeah, but Yago stays patient. The command grab whiffed, but not punished very hard, and the back throw is going to keep Yago alive just a little bit longer. We love to see it. That was almost horrible. That U grab on Fairy's ball super, that was like one of the best answers that exists to that shit in the game, right? Because it puts you in the animation, so you're fully invincible. It does a good chunk of damage to Fairy. It gives you Oki, and because you're in the mid-screen right there, the ball just harmlessly floats away, right? Okay, sure. Tried to use Fireball there, I believe, and got smacked out of it. No balls, Mega Mind. Correct. Okay, this is the actual damaging version of the Fairy GG mix-up, right? Getting it off the throw starter, she actually does hit pretty hard because it's not scaled in the same way the overhead is. Nerd. You know, Slasher 76, thanks to the follow, brother. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying the bracket. Grabbing someone's super balls is usually a pretty good counter. If someone grabbed my balls mid-fight, I would seriously consider surrendering. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. So, like, it's certainly a valid tactic, in my opinion. Sure. Toji. Ooh. Shimmied on the big-ass far out. Soul Forge up. Yeah, I mean, once he gets Soul Forge up, it was a lot harder for Fairy to keep him out with all of her, single-hit nonsense. Hellrat, really the only thing that can consistently break armor from far away. This thing, too, I suppose. He just did it again! No. Oh, but it's coming back? He's gonna get knocked into it? No, it disappeared. Okay. He's chasing her down. He's closing that distance. And gets him a free Soul Forge, basically. So okay. It's not a free Soul Forge. He is like -9 or 10 or something like that if you Fireballs into Soul Forge right away. Depends on the spacing of how far the U Fireball hits. Yago knows this, so he saw him try to go for the free Soul Forge, try to get a punish, but he was a little too slow on it. I'm not sure if Fairy can far H that ever. Maybe far M sometimes, right? He didn't quite find the punish though, and JF got smacked. Ooh, baby. Okay, hold on. It's Pally from YouTube's. I realized I made a Twitch like 10 years ago. Oh, so true. Well, hello, Pally. Nice to have you on the other side here as well. Nice fight total. That's correct. That's a good set, man. Oh, is this the kitchen galleon? Brother, you can't be sending me this shit. Oh my god. And Fettiel's there too? No. I gotta turn this shit off. I'm gonna start jerking my shit live on stream, man. I can't be doing this. No goon? No, I can't. I looked at it. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. I do not send me after the stream. Send me 2-3 years to Dagestan and forget. Got lots to keep me company. Ooh, good reaction. No DSP. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! I forgot about that. What a crazy thing to remind me of on this beautiful Thursday evening. You slowed down long enough that the first hit actually got her. Alright, reset point. It was looking kind of dire for Iago at some point there, but he's really made this comeback. Broken has Vasaraga? Yeah. On the bright side, that got nerfed. It used to be guard point. He used to take no damage, now he takes half damage. Right? Kind of like a king muscle armor situation. Yeah, that's real. If she does like Gishben's side swap into HGG, it's punishable, but off back throw, the HGG is real Loki. For sure. For certain. Oh, no backdashing allowed. There it is. Fireball into fireball. Ooh. Very plus, yeah. Very plus. Off that tackle. About as plus as tackle can be. Unless you charge it up, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that was just a tough situation. Like, he was hoping for a side swap into something, but Fairy has to be right like 4 times there, even with the SSBA, maybe 3. Alright, tournament point or reset points? Is JF sending us home early? Or is there still a little bit more life in Iago? Let's find out. He tries to just do run-up throw, and goes for the overhead to bait the command grab. It's looking like a reset so far. Iago getting the better of the hard read situations. You gotta deal with Fairy's balls. Even the Brave counter doesn't save you. The ball's still on screen, still holding space. Good U follow-up, but actually recovered in time to not get smacked out by it. GG goes in, no armor on the tackle. Gets absolutely embarrassed by that shit. U tackle, not gonna get punished. -6 on block. Fairy just not built like that, but Hellrat is coming out now. This is looking like it's good for Fairy, but again, Vasaraga can very quickly turn these situations on their heads. She's winning, she's dead. Nope, not gonna happen. Not right now, anyways. Reset achieved from Iago. Good shit, solid clutch, man. So now, what happens? We go back to 0-0. We put an L next to JF's name. We call that shit True Grand Finals. And now JF's advantage from being a winner's bracket, that extra life, is gone. This is now just a straight up best of 5 winner take all. It's also one of those things, you know, I mean, JF, obviously a competitor, right, so you don't have to worry about it too much, but it's one of those things you gotta worry about sometimes. You're just like, he was so close. That shit can be annoying, certainly, right? You were almost just out of there. Oh, yeah, you're pissing me off. You gotta, you know, put it behind you. Oh, well, get the data from it that you can, and then just move back on to the new set, right? Bot's kind of fine, not gonna lie. Smash for sure. I think he would rip you in half, like, accidentally. Like, your twinkish ass? That fucking... The fucking 19-incher comes anywhere near you? It's gonna look like a mishap in pregnancy, man. She dominated from one side. That was a very interactive match, actually. Summer Voss win. Give me cockring Vasaraga. 19 inches of Voss? Yeah, treat yourself too. Oh, he actually wasn't gonna... That wasn't a combo, right? He just kind of got preoccupied trying to chase after Fairy. Rat down. 19 inches of rat down. So true. I don't know about all that. So, two strange things to have back-to-back. Okay. Saves his brave points. Better to die on my feet than live on my knees. That's fair. You're gonna die on your back. Missionary with the lights off, because that's you know, Vasaraga's too traumatized to do it any other way. But I understand. I understand the sentiment. And though I may not agree, I do respect it. Okay, gotta block this Hellrat. Did he block it on purpose to build the meter? It's possible. Yeah. That's chip. All of his good chip moves are gone, except for tackle. Sure thing. This is fine. Alright, so now, again, the last set basically didn't happen, right? So now we just start fresh. It's 1-0. JF, ignore the in-game game counter, because it's going to count the previous set as well, right? That's what happened last time too, right? JF got to a very good start. Got off to a very good start, and then Iago made the comeback. 2B should sit on my face, even if she weighs like 150 kilos or something like that. I mean, the more the merrier, brother. I want to feel that pressure. I want to be fighting for my fucking life. Voss Goon Streak 15.2. Excuse me? Big combo, big damage. Soul Forge reset. The Stomp, yeah. Vasaraga JU being used unironically. Yeah, what's the Brave counter there? I mean, It wasn't a 50-50 for game. I don't think command grab would have killed her if it landed right there, but that was just, you know, except for the EX one, that would have killed. That's reactable. But yeah, like, you know, that was just one of them 50-50s. Iago guessed wrong. Good delay by JF. Made him sweat a little bit. Trying to grab that stance is difficult. Very tough. Especially now that they buffed one of the bigger buffs that Vasraga got, I think, that always goes a little under the radar compared to some of the, like, just damage and combo buffs that he got in 1.5, was that his light command grab got its range, like, doubled, right? His light command grab used to be basically smaller than throw distance, or pretty close to it. Now he can throw you from so much further out than you can throw him. So, and all of his other stance options are huge, obviously. So he really has no purpose to ever even be in throw range and stance. Unless he's doing it as, like a try something, and then kills you for it, right? He's really respecting this ball. Of course, you have to. There's not really too much counterplay to it. Just take your chip and be happy about it. Good reaction from Iago, and good spot dodge on the U tackle right there. It's always fun to actually grab the steps if you can. That's why Ladiva is nice, man. Easy, just do it. The wall brawl Voss buff. The instant brick mentions the opponent is winning. Voss locks the fuck in. Who do you think deserves buffs the most, like in the Galleon and Wilmus patch? I don't know if anyone, like, deserves buffs more than other characters. Maybe Vayne, just by virtue of the fact that he's a DLC, right? And it does feel like, again, in the great zoner buffing of 2025, they buffed all the zoners except for him. I think Zoe, maybe. Oh my god, he gets a combo off the counter hit. Good conversion, man. Good conversion. He gets a combo off the EX stance counter hit low specifically, right?
Believe in victory.
I hope they don't nerf Flame Carpet too bad. We'll see. They've been in the business of just buffing Percival every patch. Now you might say, but he won Arc World Tour. That won't stop, like, you know, like, wouldn't that stop them? I mean, did you see Belial winning Evo into getting buffed in 1.5? Kills grand finals to your favorite Vasaraga main. This is some absolute cinema right here, man. As a big body enjoyer and as a Vasaraga enjoyer, I always love watching JF cook. Oh, you know, he did think he was slick, and honestly, he is pretty slick. Like, my ass matched right there, I died, right? But JF is he's a different kind of criminal. Wow, also had to sell that swimsuit though. Yeah. I mean, they did nerf him when he didn't have a Battle Pass skin, so maybe you're right. I think they'll nerf Flame Carpet. If anything, they'll probably buff his command grab. I'd be down for them buffing his command grab if they nerfed new Flame Carpet a little bit. It was a little too good, I'd probably say. Does JF stand for John Franklin? Why does my keyboard type JF like this? I don't think you're dead. He isn't the meter for U-Tackle. Yeah. If you had U-Tackle there, then maybe, but... I mean, one of them 50-50s get put on chip. You nerd. Just can't block anything from this guy, or you're immediately in a 50-50 for game on the spot dodges and tackle versus lights tackle, or he could just do that as well. It was a valiant reset from Iago, but is this going to be a 3-0 in the run back, or? I mean, it was looking like that in the first set too, right? And then Iago made a huge comeback. Is Lightning going to strike twice, or is Vasraga going to strike twice and just eliminate your entire health bar in 2 touches, right? Both of these things, unfortunately, equally likely. Fortunately for Iago, anyway. DP? Nope. Gets command grab for his trouble, too. Good timing. Oh, and he baits it. Doesn't get the good punish, though, but you command grab. Gonna be more than enough to seal that out. 2,500? 3,000 damage grab? On 15,000 health fairy right there? She just don't got it like that. She don't got the constitution stats to tank that shit, man. Good-ass set, though. Good-ass grand finals, right? Very solid from both Iago and JF there. There's no way an F5 fairy was going to beat a B3 Voss. So true. Trailer time? Yeah. We'll watch the Elena trailer in a second here. If they're going to nerf Flame Carpet, they would probably make it so you don't get the meter refunds. That'd be probably not a bad idea, honestly. I think for a lot of U skills that are a little too good, doing stuff like that, especially because they set a precedent now with Grimnir's U seal placements, is not a bad idea, right? We talked about that potentially for Matera's U Butterfly as well, right? Like, still keep them strong, let's make it so you can't do them as easily, right? Do you want to, would you like to run some Thug Finals, Jeff? Let me pull up the, people saying I'm not even playing Ladiva, man. I'm not even a Ladiva player. My main is fucking Avatar Belial. I gotta defend my honor. The one issue with Galleon swimsuit skin that I sometimes play this game in public on my laptop, and that could cause issues. Yeah, because you'd be jerking off in the coffee shop. I feel you, man. I feel you. If you're jerking off in the coffee shop, how are you supposed to... Or that'll cause problems. Not because, like, what, you know, the skin on screen is one thing, but... Good-ass Brawl, nicely done, y'all. Indeed. Fun times. Like, if you're... But, like, you know, having, like, you know, lewd shit on your screen is one thing, but, you know, you just straight up double hand stroking your shit in the middle of the Starbucks, that might cause, you know, there might be some problems with that. There might be some objections, right? Not to mention not having access to half the controls. Half the controls. Think I got one hand on my fucking controller or keyboard playing Galleon, brother. Like I'm two hands stroking that shit. If you're not big enough to put two hands on that shit, you figure out how, man. You can control the keyboard with your tongue, no problem. If my tongue is that dexterous, it's also going to work. I'm getting the fucking ribs removed like Marilyn Manson. This shit is serious, man. Just show others it's Galleon and they'll understand. Exactly. Yeah, the cops will be like, okay, it's indecent exposure, but like, what? What did I join into? You fucking hurt me, man. What's so good about Galleon anyway? I know nothing about her. She has large thighs and breasts and is very sexually attractive by my estimation. His fucking far out. It's medium attack level. Yeah, right. It's medium attack level. Old ass Vasaraga players, man. Old man character. I meant to you tackle her. Oh, okay. Good trade. Okay, sure. Not my highest damage conversion ever, but we do in fact take those. Command the Grabu is totally fair. Oh, yeah. No, sir. Nice. Wait, when he's in stance there's nothing he can do about that. Oh, I just realized. Well, I guess he can do a follow-up, right? But like right there, where he kind of went into stance as a reaction, that just dooms him, right? You wouldn't like. Oh my God, you wouldn't whiff your far H by a pixel, would you? You wouldn't be standing 1 pixel outside the range of your far H. Tongue OnlyFans funding the Battle Pass purchase. That's correct. Okay, command grab. That's my bad. Oh, my 6XL isn't reach. Is that fucking... Oh, he fucking did a fake meaty man. Someone save me. Oh. A little Optimus. A little bit of Optimus. Oh my God, he crouched my shit. I'm stroking my shit. I'm a fucking freak, man. How did he know? How did he know? How did he know I was double hand stroking that? Oh, he could have killed me there. He did not kill me there. You know... So I wanted to do that right out of the roll. That's not what happened. I think I mashed it a couple of times. I mashed it on a delay and I got it. I wanted to like roll into SSBA. I rolled, stared at him for a bit, and then did SSBA. Quite sad, really. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I did try to backdash a command grab right there. Rule of 3. Third time we did that. He changed it up. I thought he was going to command grab there. He did not. It's a bit problematic, don't you think? Oh, fucked up my shit. It's all good. Well, Cygames has not yet removed my OT. What? Okay. 1 to get down a thing. Nice. Right into my loving arms. Good sir. Ah, fuck. Oh, you know. Bad reversal against bad reversal. One of them's a grab. It's not going to work out too well for your boy. Hello. Oh. Good reaction. Good reaction. Real though, I'm very excited for Galleon. She gives me the vibe of being pretty fun. I mean, she, you know, if she is like big slow zoner, it'll be pretty unique, right? Just fits your preference? That's correct. Yeah. Ooh, my close H. I've been robbed. Bonk, bonk, bonk. 1, 2, bonk, bonk, bonk. Gets down here, Hefe. Getting grabbed, Hefe. What the fuck? I'm ass. Oh. Yeah, my SPD wasn't back off. Cool down because I fucked up the thing. I was ready. I thought he would be minus there because he whiffed his fireball. I was wrong. Apparently, he wasn't minus enough anyway. He is jumping, not backdashing, notably, which is certainly information. Fuck. JU. Rare footage. Oh, baby. Okay. Oh, my 6XL whiffed! Fuck! Okay, okay. That wouldn't have, that armor starts up on frame 7, right? Diphon will have fun with one-handed Galleon and having to zone, truly. Oh, I am -3 there, he knows. Yeah, yeah. There's the command grabs again. Oh, fuck. Mr. Big Raga is -6 if you block the Soul Forge activation like that. I think we could have even punished him for that, honestly, but oh well. Happens. No confirms? Mega Mind? No, sir. Get back down here, please. No, sir. Get back down here, please. Let's not fuck that up that time. I say, fucking that up. That's what I feel like I haven't missed that in a long time, and then I missed it twice in a row. What a time to be alive. He's do a little puddle stomp. Yeah, Boss Raga JU is a funny button, certainly. No, sir. He doesn't have Soul Forge. That was a fake-ass stance, if ever I did see one. I'll get command grab. That's my bad. For existing or whatever. Oh, shit! I brave counted that too late. Uh-oh. I'll get command grabbed. Oh, that whiffed! Bro, why? You headbutt. Me and you, we gotta have words. What the what do you... it fucking hit his JL, but it just... Yeah. 50 victory game, I guess. Right. It hit his JL, but it fucking missed. 6-2U, 3U whiff into Canadian reset. We take those? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have an idea for a Galleon Road to Master. $10 to actually play one-handed for the next 3 sets. That'd be fun. Maybe not the next 3 sets, but... Gets back thrown there. Bonk. There you go. It's like, this shit is still hittable, right? We still got that in us? Excellent. Oh, I am minus there. Yep, yep. He knows. He knows. That's my bad, I think. Captain. Thought I was going to whiff, honestly, so I woke up match. It did not whiff. This just did. Oh, good check. That's a lot of damage. I'm not happy about the amount of damage that this is. Oh, my. I got fucking rollbacked out of that hit confirm. It happens. Oh. Oh, he's jumping. Yep, yep, yep. Good read. Oh, and the SSBA just for a little bit of sauce on it. We take those. He's not just an able main. My streamer is not washed. I mean, that you headbutt whiff, that shit is... That hurts deep in the soul. Oh, he just barely got the second 5U off in time. Well done. Oh, yeah, I guessed command grab, and I guessed incorrectly. That's my bad. Big dog effect. Oh, and preemptive brave counter baited. Well done. Yeah, yeah. Just hard rev me twice there. Solid shit. You know, Ladiva's one dislike is vulgarity. You should be ashamed for how irritated you make her. It's okay. She'll learn to love me. Good shit, brother. Good shit.
I don't think I'll be debuting.
5U, 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 5U. Yeah, it's Fairy Part 2. Shout out to JF, though. Obviously, as always, terrifying on Lavasaraga. Brings it home after Iago's reset right there. So yeah, I guess real quick, we are going to... we can watch the Elena trailer, just like real fast like. I might watch it in more detail later. I just want to see like kind of what it looks like. That 5U button is pretty good. I mean, when he has Soul Forge up, certainly, right? Otherwise, it's not quite as much, but... Well, let's see. If I just type in like Elena trailer, what's that? It's the Elena teaser trailer. So true. Is she gonna look weird in this, just like they kind of all have? Like they've like in the world tour sort of like teaser trailers, they've all looked like worse than they ended up looking, right? That's kind of been the experience. Like every DLC character for this game has like looked. I don't think Mai looked as bad as some people said, but like in the original trailer, but it does usually not look as good in this. So we'll see. John World Tour returns after dying in the Akuma trailer. That's true. Akuma did kill his ass, didn't he? Let's see here. What's going on? I ignore the Grand Blue background music. Is that JP? That's John World Tour, right? I looked away for a second. Hold on. I was looking away for. I was trying to get the scores off. This. Oh, that's her. Never mind. I saw white hair. I was like, is that fucking Johan Petrovic? Hello, John World Tour. So true. Bro's getting reintegrated into the culture he forgot. He's doing the capoeira thing. Ooh. Cool shot. The model doesn't look amazing. I feel like it looks less weird than a lot of them did in the World Tour mode, honestly. Little booty bump. But yeah, the faces always look a little better usually once they're actually in the game or in like the character guide or something. It was all a dream. Bro got taken over by the spirit. Amazing. June 5th. Okay, so there's an actual release date there. So true. Available June 5th, 2025. They got a little, cinematic with all the DLC there too. Got Terry in the background looking like a supervillain. Bro got lost in the sauce. Yeah. He got taken over by the spirits. Bro dropped a slur. Excuse me. Dance so good you hallucinate. What a time to be alive. Okay, so June 5th. Is this... Akuma was the last DLC of Season 1, right? It's not the first DLC of Season 2? June's a little ways away, that's right. But I presumably this is when Season 3 drops. I think, right? Because she's the last Season 2 DLC, if I remember correctly. So, okay, I mean, literally nothing to really talk about here, right? Like who knows, man? But the main thing is there's a release date, so we'll take that. We will take that. There's a release date now. Pog. Cool trailer though. I think she doesn't look quite as maybe it's just like the the moonlighting and stuff like that. But I feel like it doesn't look quite as strange as some of the other characters did in the World Tour sort of trailers. So we'll take that. We'll take that. I'm down when she drops. I'll buy the pass. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, anyway, if she heals, all the Tekken 8 migrants will have a fun time. I mean, hopefully they've learned their lesson. Surely, right? But we'll see. We'll see. I think the healing was like, that's one of the most video essayed abilities in fucking fighting game history was the Elena healing from SF4. She jamming, definitely gonna have up kicks again based on the imagery. But yeah, that is gonna do it for the stream, fellas. If you're not familiar with how we do things around here, I'm not gonna be live tomorrow, but Saturday, we will be doing probably a sub-only stream, but probably playing more of the Grand Blue Gacha game. Maybe playing Yomi Hustle. I'm not sure yet. That actually does sound kind of fun. I want trying out Yomi Hustle. I might take a look at that too. But yeah, we'll be doing something. And then Sunday, Monday, your regularly scheduled Grand Blue from there. I might try and do something different for the next Wall Brawl as well. I feel like I want to try a couple more formats that are not just 1v1 or 2v2. But I'll see. I'll cook that up and I'll try and post the links a little bit earlier if I do end up going through with what I'm thinking here. But for now, hope you guys all had a good time. Hope you enjoyed watching the bracket on the stream. Thanks for coming by, hanging out. We'll find someone to raid on Twitch, and I'll end the stream on YouTube. So, peace out, YouTube. Bye, Razzle. Bye, Khan. See ya, Dalahan. And have a wonderful day. All right, who are we raiding, though? Where are we dropping?